So, welcome to Shadowrun. I'm going to ask you to talk about your characters, introduce them basically, mainly to me, as well as to the other people, because of course they haven't met you yet, except for Foz and Rook, who met in session 0. So we'll go with Rook first. Would you like to introduce your character?
Hello, I am Rook. Used to be a heavy hand for clubs. Did odd job on side to make a bit of dirty money. But now I saved up enough, got enough enhancements. Try my hand at Shadowrun.
Okay, excellent. Foz.
Yes. Foz is human decker. And he figured he'd put his skills to some use and try and see if he can make some money rather than live in poverty. And well, perhaps we'll get paid. Perhaps we won't. If things go badly, he's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Got paid for your last job.
Yes, that one went alright. Let's see about the next one. Before we count ourselves lucky.
Okay, so this is always the crunch moment that I always love in every game. Todd, can you introduce Wheezy, please? Todd?
Good start.
Yeah! Okay, so I don't know where Toddles has gone.
I can't hear you. My internet's going spastic.
Oh, is it now? But can you introduce your character?
If you can hear me, I can indeed.
You can.
We can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, my name is Wheezy. You will unlikely meet me face to face, so I usually chat through digital interfaces on a social level.
Is there anything else?
No.
Okay.
No. No.
Okay, so that was beautiful as always. We'll move on to Chris's character, Vice. Tell us a little bit about him.
Okay, so I'm Vice. I can get you in and out of anywhere. I have loads of contacts in the city. And I grew up in this place. Everyone seems like they've got something to offer. So, and I'm also looking to find a good price for this job we're about to do, whatever it is.
Okay. Hey.
Looking for some money, extra cash on the side for something.
Okay, is that all about Vice?
I guess for now, yeah. We'll work
Okay.
them out as we go.
Everyone will find out as we go.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay, so we'll start with Rook and Foz. As the helicopter soars over the rooftops of London, going at quite a speed out towards Sussex and its countryside, go low to the point when you're only about 200 feet above the rolling hills of the countryside. And in the distance, you see the spotlights and the fluorescent glow of a distant mansion. And within minutes, you're both landing on the helipad atop this mansion estate with this mesh fence encircling it. It's got guard towers, patrolling dogs. And as you land, any of you with streetwise knowledge?
Streetwise.
Not you at the moment, Vice, I'm afraid.
No.
Possibly.
Wouldn't know. Roll.
I'll check out some local area knowledge.
Yeah, just plain old logic. If you don't have local, this is quite good actually for a roll of 8. So you're heading towards the ambassador's estate. The ambassador known as George Nail. George Nail.
What's he the ambassador for?
He's the ambassador to. Well, he was originally the ambassador to Tarnarnoj Island. He jumps back and forth between Dublin and London on his duties, but he also know that he had some dealings with the O'Kelly Corp in Dublin that went sour about 2 years. That's about it.
Okay.
As you land, two guards with submachine guns, you see one of them is an orc, one of them is an elf, walk up to you and begin shouting, and because the helicopter blades are still rotoring down, you still can't hear properly, and they're shouting, "Down! The ambassador wants to see you! Come on, follow us!"
I grab all my duffel bags and briefcases full of gear and shuffle out, bending very, very low not to get chopped in half.
yeah, because you're 9 foot something tall, yeah. So
Holy
you
shit.
and as you exit the helipad, behind you the big iron door is shut closed, and suddenly you can't even hear the helicopter anymore, and you can hear cultured classical music echoing up the stairs from down below. Okay, so we'll jump all the way over to Wheezy and God damn it, Wheezy and Vice. And outside, you've been told to meet outside your relative homes or establishments or wherever you've been, the local club, and because you found that there's a new job, you both, on your comlink, got the contract through, saying it'll be 2,000 new yen up front, 4,000 new yen if you finish the job, and you know that that's too much to pass out, because that's just a lot of money.
But is it too good to be true? That's also the other question.
Yeah. We'll go with Wheezy first. You get the message across your comlink saying that the actual limousine is outside ready to pick you up.
Okay, so as the limousine arrives, the only thing that will get in is sort of like a kind of half, almost iPad-type device with a middle-aged, greying-haired woman on the screen that has basic kind of motor functions with her mouth as she speaks.
Okay.
So effectively, it's like a replacement that's gotten in the car.
Ah, okay.
Would you care to continue with the route?
There's one orc in the back, dressed in security gear, Kevlar jacket. He's got an assault rifle, an AK, and he just goes, "You're Wheezy."
You are as intelligent as you are handsome.
All right then. Just sit tight. We're gonna go pick up the elf, and that's when the car takes off. It drives for about 10 minutes. When Vice, outside your local bar that you normally frequent, a limousine pulls up, really long white one, and an orc opens the door, gets out, and goes, "You Vice."
That's the one. Who's asking?
Ambassador Nails is asking. He crunches down his jaw, you hear a click, and he goes, "Get in. I'm here for the job."
At least let me finish my drink.
You can finish it inside. There is actually drinks inside, and as you get here, you see there's a minibar.
Oh, why didn't you say that first? And I'll step on in.
He grunts. As you get in, he climbs in after you, has to lower himself to get in, sits on the opposite side with his assault rifle looking menacing and hard. And as you get in, you see Wheezy, as he described.
I have calculated that you can save 11 minutes if you take a shorter route.
Is this the TomTom or something?
Orc just shrugs and goes, "I ain't got a clue. This fucker just got in."
A pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure. Wow, I've never seen something calculate routes and have such good manners. It's crazy.
I wouldn't bank on it. Social media profiles suggest that you are probably impotent.
What? Is that a way you get your resources? That's totally inaccurate. Maybe there's a bug in this thing.
My apologies. My social skills need updating. KFD. Sorry. I mispressed the keyboard.
Does this have a mute on it? Except for a button on it.
Orc just shrugs. Dunno.
I trying to look for a button on this thing and
It's actually a person, isn't it?
If you tamper with my interface equipment, I will be forced to take defensive measures.
Oh, alright. Let's not get into a scrap in the limousine. Let's try and stay civilized then. And I'll say, where's that wine then you had in here? Or what have you got?
Okay, he opens up the mini bar and passes you those tons of miniature bottles of different types of whiskey, different types of like soy foods. And as you guys are driving, whizzing past tons of AR adverts, advertisements, all kinds of crazy stuff as you whiz by. On your comlink, as you drive into the county of Surrey and in through its countryside and through some of its busy roads, you guys hear static and the voices coming through. Then you pass through a golden arc with a heavy gate. You see it's flanked by about 8 guards up a gravel stone road towards a crumbling like grey fountain, and above it you see a helicopter's just powering down on the head. And the orc goes, "Come on, follow me." Gets out of the limousine and just leads you into the mansion. Just at that time you see a rather humongous troll walking down the stairs, the actual stairs bowing underneath his weight as he walks, and behind him Foz, who in my head I can only explain as kind of like the usual hacker, kind of not emaciated but I'd say skinny, carrying his decking underneath his arms or in his backpack back.
In his brain.
Does he not have a cyber deck?
It's in his brain.
Oh, it's in his brain. I didn't know. Fair enough. Like I said, I'm shit at Shadowrun. But as you all meet in the antechamber, you realise that this is probably your teammates as you look to and from them all, and you're given a chance in the waiting room to converse. 2 seats are brought along for Rook to sit on.
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance, gentlemen.
Hello.
So,
You here to give us job?
No, not me. I'm here to collect the job. Which,
Okay. We work together, I assume.
yeah, looks like we're going to be a team.
I am also here for the syphilis team. Strike team. Asterix. Strike.
I thought you was the limousine's calculator or whatever it was.
You
What
will
is
find
this
my
thing?
skills beneficial to this mission.
Also,
Allow me to demonstrate. Financial records state that you are £72 and 92 pence in debt. Would you like me to eradicate that?
if I was in debt like that, then yes.
You've just hacked some poor like Sapsat account. I don't know. I thought you were the rigger. I thought you had drones.
I don't know
and
what's
shit.
If I was in debt by that exact amount, looks like shifty eyes to the left and right, then yes, sure, erase the debt. A lot of typing.
Sorry,
a lot of whispering.
yeah, just sending some shit.
Yeah, I'm not a hacker, so I'll recant that statement. It'll be over.
Matrix Jones?
I was just like, I was just sitting there.
Oh,
curiously waiting
come
if
on.
This is going to happen.
I think for the purposes of characterization, it can be allowed.
Sure, whatever. Anyone else talking in the waiting room?
I pull out my PDA and shake my allowance.
It hasn't changed. I mean, he can attempt to do it. I'm pretty damn sure he can attempt to do it anyway. Jesus, turn down your keyboard.
He's hacking.
No, he's not. Not with those fat troll fingers, he's not.
Oh no.
Yes, need specialist keyboard.
It's
Okie
my
dokie.
distraction. I hack while he pretends to. So the guard.
Yeah, you've made him. He's just your bodyguard. You made him believe he's the hacker. Okay, so anything else anyone like to do while you're waiting in the antechamber? Nope.
So anyone know what job is?
Yeah, I would like to know right now, actually.
Well, that's when the doors open and a human dressed in a tuxedo stands there staring at you. His silver grey hair is tied back into a thin ponytail that runs like a little earthworm down his back. He has his hands behind his back, holding them, has an upright posture, turns his nose towards you and goes, "The ambassador will see you." And then he turns around, clips his heels together, and walks into the large hall.
I promptly follow behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll creak out of the seat and
Nice tux.
wander forward.
He goes, "Thank you, Vice. And I see that you are well dressed for the occasion, a man after my own heart."
Just my tie. Like, of course. This is business after all.
Excellent. And if you would take a seat, he leads you to a large oak desk, shaped like the ambassador nails insignia, which is kind of like a star with blunt ends as if points were chopped off. And he seats you at the far end of this star-like table. He points towards the seats, pulls the seats out for you, and then sits you down. And you see that Rook has been given the head seat, which is kind of like a throne, more like it's got like a really velvet high back, just so that he's able to sit on it. Like they've actually thought of everything for you guys. And as you take a seat, on the right, a door opens, and another troll, not as big as Rook, mind, probably about 7'5" tall, old. He's got a big old beer belly hanging over his big belt. He's wearing jeans, a shirt that's tucked in, and he looks rather casual. One of his horns has been sawn off, and as he sits, the chair creaks. He steeples his hands together, and the old troll regards you all. And that's when Rook and Foz realise it's the same troll that you guys saw on the hologram, not an hour previous. And he goes, "Ah, Vice, pleasure to meet you. Foz, Rook," and he eyes Wheezy up and down. He goes, "Wheezy, I guess."
I give a nod.
I
Oh,
will be your Mr. Johnson, but I am fed up of the shadows. We can all meet face to face. It's better that way.
Lo.
Like a little twitch from Fuzz's eyebrows. Like, perhaps.
Well, I've called you here for a job, and those of you who haven't got the details already, it's 2,000 new yen up front, 4,000 on completion, because I'm sending you quite far away. Now, don't worry, I ain't sending you to the States, but I am sending you to Ireland. Well, Tiananoj.
sounds like not good pair.
You think? I think it's plenty.
We took 4,000 for 1 hour work. Now we go far away. Must be worth more.
Would you like to roll it?
No,
I'm waiting for Vice to pipe up, so...
I'm just leading the charge here.
He makes a good point, actually. We could do with the extra cash, seeming as we're having to travel as well.
You want travel money?
Yeah.
He looks towards his butler, like the guy in the top thing. He's fucking kidding me? Haven't I already given him enough? Alright.
Don't get out of bed for less than 10 grand.
10,000. Fucking daylight robbery. Alright. 1 moment.
Maybe we can meet somewhere in the middle of that.
1 moment, I'll be right back. He steps out, exits the room for a minute with his butler, comes in a minute later, goes, yeah, I can spare 9. 4 now, 5 when the job's done.
Now,
Job,
that's-
I think.
yeah.
Is it? Are we all in agreement
Good
here?
go.
No, we must know job to know what pays.
It's a simple retrieve. Investigation. Find someone. Bring them home.
From where?
From Tiananoj, from Dublin.
No, but specifics.
Okay, well,
They obviously not wander street, otherwise they take boat or plane.
look. My son went to Tiananoj 6 months ago. And he's been missing for 1 month. Last message I got from him was this. And he presses his comm link. You see him swiping in midair. And he sends towards you all guys with a flourish of his hand an augmented reality letter. It's like an email, basically. It's been sent to him by his son. And his son says, me and... Oh, what was her name? Oh yeah, me and Enya have seen the sights. We've visited the countrysides, father. It is beautiful here. If only her father would let me stay. That's the last message.
Who is father?
It's, well, it's only the fucking head of the O'Kelly Corp, ain't it? It's Aidan O'Kelly. I think my son went over there because he's taken after my footsteps. You know, he wants to become the ambassador to TNR Noj. Actually, after I'm gone, which won't be long, but he decided to take a year out and travel, and he met loads of people, including Enya.
What's Enya like? Do you know her?
I've never met her.
Hmm.
That's where you should start, really, I guess.
And he's gone missing, or has he just tried to hide himself?
He's gone missing. I've sent
It's just...
some of my own agents over there, and well,
What have they found out?
nothing. They didn't come back.
What? Oh,
It's starting to sound less and less like a simple find and retrieve.
Well, that's why I'm hiring runners, ain't it?
Exactly.
well, I doubt
I'm
they...
with Foz on this one.
I doubt they
people go
retired to a
missing.
quiet life.
You send people, they die, they go missing, one or other. Definitely worth more than 9. 10 for sure.
Thinking about it, yeah. Your agents probably didn't also take a year out for a holiday and see the sights. So this sounds like a dangerous job. We're going to ask for 10.
Ooh, one moment. Let me look this up. This is for you, Vice. Can you make a etiquette? No, it's not etiquette, is it? The negotiation and charisma roll, please.
Okay. Do I just click this?
I'm assuming. I haven't looked at the character sheet, to be honest.
Should be.
I
Click
just
dice
did.
at end.
I accidentally just hit it. Sure. There we go. It's got
Social modifiers, yeah.
I can see it. Ah, there's the roll. Submit. Yes.
It's no. You've got no bonus, so
Situation modifiers. Nothing.
none. No.
No. Just did I do it?
Christ Almighty, it did. Okay. Right, 4. One moment. I will look at what I've got. Skill test. So you done the
Considering
good.
what you said, perhaps I should give you 12.
Fuck me, I got 0. This is
14.
classic. Okay, so he goes. Okay, so 10.
10.
You find out what happened to him, and I'll give you 14. You bring him back alive. How's that?
Alive. Now that sounds also dangerous.
Well, I didn't say it was going to be a fucking cakewalk, did I?
Tell you what, we'll make it. We'll agree to those terms. But did you also want to find out what happened to your previous agents?
My
You
son
could have
is what's important.
another bonus for that as well if you wanted.
No. Whatever happens to my agents is obviously to do with my son. Find out what happened to my son and come back.
All right. 10 for the information, 14 if we bring him back. Alive.
Yes.
All right. You guys okay with this? I'll
Yes,
look around the group.
10 is reasonable to do work.
Yes, that's adequate.
The wheezy thing is beeping at me.
And what about you? Does this compute? I look towards character.
Does this compute? Brilliant.
All I wish to do is to get out of this king hellhole.
I see what the beefing is now.
Yeah.
10, 15. I could not give a...
Glad you're retaining your manners, I guess. After. All right, let's get them more details on this now.
Okay, so then the ambassador Nails, George Nails, says, I wouldn't worry about transport or any of that, because I'm going to take all of you, your gear and your vehicles, everything you need, straight there. I've got you a small apartment in Dublin, facing St. Stephen's Park. Should be big enough, ample enough for you to work out.
Sounds good. I like a man who's prepared. Make job smoother.
I am serious about finding my son.
All right. Have you got a full report on him? Any of the information you gave to your other agents and such?
Okay, he reaches through his top, his comlink. You guys see the AR scrolling through, and he just passes it to Foz. And Foz, immediately you get a barrage of his social networking stuff. Everything he was into, his icon that he used, what he looked like, who his friends were. You get like all that information straight to your cyber deck.
Straight in the brain.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have to accept it, but yeah.
Scan through. Yeah, I mean, I will accept and just scan through to see if there's anything that stands out, anything which differs from what.
So if we're going to go for tags and things, he had two very close friends, one called Enya, who you've already heard of, and one called Dermot.
Okay.
And you immediately realise that they've love heart emojied each other like 49 times in the past 6 months, etc. You correlate the data and realise like who he was close to, etc., etc. You look at some of the AR photos he's been in, and you realise that he travelled around the countryside, and he's got his big arms around two elves. One's a woman, one's a female.
What?
Oh wait, one's a woman, one's a man.
It's just like Vice's girlfriend.
How do you know about that? Well, listen, so we've got two friends. Dermon's the guy.
Dermot,
Enya's the girl. Do you reckon this could be Enya's brother or relation anyway? They're both elves. Maybe he's like his bro.
Well, Oz, you know that Dermot's last name is O'Multy.
Okay.
And Enya's last name is O'Kelly.
Alright.
I don't think they are, no, but might be related a different way. Let me do some more scanning. I'll get back to you on that.
Should we make our way now? Easier to prepare when we're in location.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, well, so would you like me to do my usual, do the Batman transition, or
Yeah, can do.
okay, so it only takes less than 10 to 12 hours before you're already in Dublin. Helicopter ride, then boat, so you can get in undetected. You go onto some fake sims, so that you're not noticed as who you are. You'd all have that anyway as Shadowrunners, wouldn't you? Fake sims and things like that.
Yep.
And your apartment across from St. Stephen's Park is, well, something amazing. It's got you've got the penthouse apartment, and it's got large circular glass windows that all you have to do is log in to the actual network of the penthouse, and you can just dim glass so no one can see in.
Cool.
You've all got a bedroom each. There's actually a spare bedroom, which has been moved. The bed's been moved aside and folded into the wall, and you see they've set up tables, kind of temporary tables for you all, and you see there's some gear, some ammo for all of your weapons situated on it. Any weapons that you couldn't smuggle into and any gear you couldn't smuggle in was smuggled in via his agents and put in this room. You've got everything that you need on you, including in the garage below is Wheezy's truck. I don't know what you've got.
My Roadmasters.
Yeah.
Armored personnel carriers, 2 of them.
Yeah.
2.
Well, one's outfitted as a tank,
Oh.
and one
Okay.
is our mobile command vehicle.
Okay, chapter 2, legwork. What is everyone doing?
Well, I think it's time to start doing some digital investigation and try and see if AI can verify the information I've been given with some independent sources to see if everything that I'm assuming I've gotten is actually true or not, and then try and see if there's any further background information I can find about the role of this of Anya within the Mercalli Corporation, if she's any direct responsibilities within the company or something that might lead on to some clues.
A computer and logics check.
I'd like to be shouldering Foz while she does this and also learn as much as I can about them.
Okay. Foz, Vice shoulders up against you, begins watching you.
I don't think he sees anything.
No.
This is all happening. Because
Is it having
all this is
super-
augmented, so you just see me sitting. Like
Oh,
you
Yeah.
like want to look over my shoulder, and then you just see that I'm just sitting there staring at the wall.
there's no computer screen or anything.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm just like, okay, all right. You gonna be useful and do something?
What?
You're just sitting there. Like, we should look him up, find some more information about him.
Oh, shh, 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 shh.
Sure. What? You meditating?
And just like hots him back in again, so completely oblivious to what.
Yeah, okay, so he literally just goes completely blank as he hot sims into the Matrix. And
Whatever.
okay, so with 4 successes, Foz, quickly searching the local news, spinning it super fast. You can just basically get all the data in and making sure you find out as much as possible. So with 4 successes, you find out that Enya once had a major role in the O'Kelly company, as in she was basically the apprentice to her father. You see that Aidan O'Kelly has no male heirs, and that also you find out that Aidan Kelly was part of, in his younger days, part of like a racist movement. When TNR Noj was originally founded, he was part of the group that was a bit racist and threw most of the other meta types out of Ireland and banned Catholicism. He was majorly involved politically until he settled down to form the O'Kelly Corporation. Enya, however, publicly stands against him, despite them being family and shadowing her father. She's publicly said in several AR newspapers she would, when she takes over, she's going to take the O'Kelly Corporation in.
Right.
And 2 weeks ago on the news, you get to it because it's the latest thing that she's mentioned in, Enya O'Kelly has been missing.
Uh-oh.
Right. Well, seems that I've been told the truth in most part. It's not sure how much you care about this, Vice, but well, Enya has been quite actively speaking out against her father, who believes, and does look a little bit of hesitation in Foz's voice,
Yeah.
that elves are superior and dot 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 dot.
Oh. Oh, really? Well, that kind of movement doesn't really interest me. I think everyone's got their own merits, but wait, why would she be talking against her own father? That's probably an unwise move.
Probably because he sounds like asshole.
Hmm.
Probably, yes. Pretty much what Rook said.
And what else about her?
She disagrees, and well, she has been missing indeed for was reported 2 weeks ago.
Great. So this manhunt's turned into a man and woman hunt.
Of a kind, yes. I'm pretty sure that this is not a coincidence, and we'll
No.
follow either trail to find both of them.
They're probably dragging themselves into more and more trouble.
Is it worth investigating the father?
Definitely.
Perhaps Vice set up a business meeting with him. Might be doable.
Okay, well, what's the O'Kelly Corp actually do?
They are one of the lead producers in Europe of comlinks, AR devices, and things like that. They also provide top-notch security to other corps to defend their hosts. They've also got a college for deckers where they teach them anti-hacking capabilities and things like that.
Okay, that would actually be at my
But the
line
notice
of work as well. That's a good idea, Rook.
Yes, sounds more like be easier for you than Foz if they are security-minded.
Yes, indeed. Anti-hacking, you mentioned. You might have some trouble there, Foz.
Also, anti, not elf.
Ah, perfect. This sounds like I'm the right man for the job. Or the right elf for the job. Alright, sure. I'll start arranging some business meetings with them. And
At this
Well-
point, sorry, if you guys are talking, a massive, fat, sandy-haired man wearing a vintage My Little Pony t-shirt that's way too small for him bursts into the room. I'm really sorry, my battery ran out. I missed all of it. What did you say?
what?
No way!
Who are you?
Yes, speak before I shoot.
Wheezy, those stairs are fucking endless.
You're not Wheezy. We've already met. Wait. I look to the others. I'm like, does this make any sense to you?
Wheezy, what is it you do? Why are you a runner?
Vehicle maintenance mostly. Been downstairs tinkering away, and then I noticed that me Ujima Flip, the woman, she ran out of battery. I got to plug her back in again. But you guys seem like decent amount sorts. I might even spend some time up here myself. Equipment's looking good to go. Surveillance, weapons, I can do it. Just let me know where you want me to go.
Back
Fuck
downstairs.
those stairs. You want me to go back
Like,
down the stairs?
Make more sense now. No, sound like you need to sit down.
Oh, just a bit.
We know why they call you Wheezy.
Fuck you, face man.
Excellent. Okay, so you've now met the real Wheezy, and now that his servant bot is on charge, what's Brooke up to while this is all going on? Just chilling out?
I am tactical overseer.
Got it. So is anyone leaving the apartment to do something?
I may go back downstairs and service and just double check equipment and stuff. Really it for the moment.
Okay, so Wheezy, as you head down into the car park to give maintenance and things, as you walk up to one of your vans, one of your roadmasters, I think they were called, you notice there's an elf looking underneath the van, walking around it, runs a finger along, and he sees you coming, freezes, puts his hand in his leather jacket, and just wanders off with his head down.
Can I help you, you flowery ponce?
Excuse me? He turns, looks you up and down, and goes, What? What do you want?
I don't know if you're just admiring my machinery or if you're looking to, insert your dick into the exhaust or something. What's going on?
Oh, you're a rude one. It looks you
Please.
up and down. He goes, what can I expect from a human?
Jesus, you're talking too fast. Basically, can I help you? This is my equipment. I don't particularly like people snooping around on it.
Yeah, I was just admiring the hardware. Never mind, eh?
Never mind.
Oh yeah, never mind. And he just, your eyes linger on each other for longer than is necessarily comfortable. And as he turns, can you make a perception check?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Sorry, my thing's going to be really slow again.
Yeah, we know your shit's slow. It's all right.
It's all right. I also need to now apply perception skills.
Yes.
No modifiers.
No modifiers. No. One moment. For sake. Okay, so you notice something in his pocket that's shiny, and has a slight glow and light to it, and then he quickly zips up his leather jacket and walks off.
I'll get out my my handheld, and upstairs the woman will kind of hopefully have enough charge in her. There is a shady-looking elf prick in the car park.
You can't talk on the comm link. You can just instantly talk to him.
It's too easy for Wheezy.
Fair enough.
Look,
No,
Wheezy, your machine thing not work well. I send you comlink details.
Comlink details would be appreciated.
I whiz them through.
Alright, listen up, fags. I've had some shady bloke downstairs looking around the merchandise. I'm not entirely sure of what he was doing, but he definitely has some kind of object in his coat. We might have been made.
Try and keep him talking. I calm down. But
All right,
don't
but if
call
you
me
need
fag. I will break you.
Oh, well, I suppose you wouldn't be able to catch me quite easily. Which brings me on to the next point. If this guy runs, there's no fucking way I'm catching him.
And as you say that, you see him running.
He's bolting!
I just want to try and trace him through the CCTV or whatever's here.
Okay, one moment.
Relay where he's going to Rook.
I will also run into the Roadmaster and see if I can activate a surveillance drone.
Okay.
You can. You don't even need to go into the roadmaster for that, but
Oh,
you can literally do it from your brain. The same as most people.
Brain
But, yeah.
work.
You get better if you're in the vehicle, but you don't have to be.
Okay, I will activate one anyway.
Okie dokie. I don't know what the roles are for that. If you want the roles, you ask my co-GM, Mike.
Well, it's basically a little tiny mosquito-sized drone, and it will follow him. It's very, very fast, especially if Todd is in his rigor.
Which I will do, yeah, because I'm just about to go in there.
I think with his improvements that he gets to it, it's faster than like a superbike. So good luck at running it.
Okay, so we'll go with Wheezy then. As your surveillance drone starts whizzing across the underground car park towards him, he bolts out the gate into the street, runs down one of the side alleyways to the other side. But you're keeping pace with him perfectly. When he reaches the other side of the alleyway, he stops to look behind him and he draws what looks like a pistol from his coat. And as he turns to look around to make sure none of you are following him, that's when you land on the wall to make sure you spy on him. Rook, you reach the underground car park.
Yeah. I message Wheezy. Where are you? Pick up. Come on.
He's gone down a back alley, and I don't mean the kind that men do on the evenings out. He's a couple of clicks that way, and can I send data to Mike?
Yeah. You can see it up on it, like basically like Google Maps comes up on, but more advanced on his AR.
Yeah.
You're going to make me walk. Bring wagon.
No, bring in the wagon. I'll drive it round. The command road center as well. Jumped in.
Okay.
Meanwhile, am I patched into the camera from the drone?
Yes, actually, because he's part of your team member. If he allows it, it happens. I'm not gonna make you roll. You can patch. You can see the feed straight in front of you. You can actually even put it up onto the large screen in the main room so that Vice can see it if you want.
Nah. What I want to do is see if the gun that he had, does it look like something that I could perhaps mess with somehow?
Yes.
Malfunction,
it does. It's
To be fair, Vice can get it on his own feed anyway. He has a comm link.
Yes, he could. Yeah. So it comes up on his comm link. It's an Ares Predator, so you could indeed hack the. I can't remember what it's called on the.
Smart link.
The smart link. Thank you.
Then that is what I'll try and do.
Yep.
Let's try to see if I can make it misfire, not fire, anything of the sort.
Go ahead.
So that is, I guess hack on the fly?
It is a hack on the fly.
Yeah, or a brute force. You need to get a mark on it and then either attempt to brick it or do something else.
Yeah, I'll try and hack it on the fly.
Hack on the fly. Oh god, he's got fuck all. Okay, yes, you beat it by 2 next successes, and immediately you've got a mark on it. You are in the Matrix, aren't you? So.
Yeah, I'm on some.
Okay, so you can see the guy's icon is of the O'Kelly organisation. It's got a big old badge on it. His gun, however, has the same thing. It's even got an ID number issued by the company.
Okay, then I will very quickly withdraw.
Okay. You withdraw from the mark, I'm assuming. You just erase it. Okay, so Wheezy and Rook, as the car skids at the base of this alleyway, where he seems to be standing with his gun out, aiming the opposite way, he sees you all from behind, because you're only about 10 meters from him as you park up. Mm-hmm. He sees the exact same truck that he was eyeing up park up. And you hear, "Oh fuck!" as he tries to run down the alleyway.
Yeah, I'll jump out the back of it and give chase.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll relay that it is someone with an O'Kelly badge. And
over the comm link, yeah.
I'll try and cut him off as well if I can. Yeah,
you immediately take the right and go around to the other end.
I give him my data and the image link and everything.
Okay, so this happens. Rook, Boz, and Vice see this through the comm link, through the drone. You see something shimmer in the alleyway, and then the guy falls down. He just falls down, slumps into the trash, and as you get closer, you see blood pooling around him, and he's holding his stomach underneath, groaning and crying.
Activate the motion sensor on my ocular drone.
Can you make
and find that shimmer?
Yeah, can you make a perception check?
I put my glass of whiskey down, like, what?
Yes, as soon as I find perception. Have I hidden it? Where have you gone? There you are, thank you. Any modifiers for motion sensor?
I'll give you 2. Actually. Okay, so no. You see the shimmer and it disappears around the corner. You can't quite see what it was. But as you turn back towards the guy next to you, he's holding, and as he rolls over, he's holding in his intestines that have kind of like flopped out of the massive gash in his stomach.
Right, I'm grabbing him by the throat.
Yep.
Running off, not like forcefully to choke him, just so I'm holding him.
Mm-hmm.
Run down the end of the alley to following that shimmer.
Yep.
Telling Wheezy for a pickup.
Okay.
As Wheezy comes around, I'll throw this guy in the back of the van.
Yep.
And then on the comm link to Foz, I think
Yep.
we got someone here. Got some kind of clocking. See if you can find them. Lock them down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll try and look for any signatures I can find in the area.
Okay. Guess that's a matrix perception. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I got. Can you do me a favour, Rocket, and tell me what defense you what is basically equivalent of reflex, dexterity, to dodge AoEs and things.
What, sorry?
What skills would it be to dodge AoEs? The equivalent of dexterity, reflex to dodge like grenades, etc.
Dexterity
Oh,
saving.
it's still your defense.
You just roll your defense. Oh.
Yeah, it still all works in the same way. It's reaction and intuition.
Okay, because as you leap into the back of the van, with Wheezy.
Well, I'm not going into the back of the truck. I'm throwing the guy into the back of the truck, and I'm going on foot, following where I saw this shimmer go.
Okay. Yep, you follow.
Just so I don't have to drag a dead body along the street with me.
Yep. So you're going to follow the shimmer, which is at the other end of the alleyway.
I thought Todd was going round the other side. That's
Yeah,
what
he
was
went around the
saying.
other side, but that's where he was cut down, and the shimmer went the opposite way, cut through him, went past you, and carried on running.
Right, okay.
It was on the opposite end of the alleyway.
Yeah, then I'm running back that way then.
Okay, yeah, you run back that way, you shove him in the back truck, and Foz, one thing you do notice as you're looking around is not any signatures from this shimmer, but
Oh crap, it should be 2 higher. I should roll 2 more dice because I didn't hold some. Anyway, never mind.
Oh, one moment. You got an extra 1 success. I rolled it for you.
Okay.
So you got 4 successes. Yeah, you do notice that nearby there is an O'Kelly truck driving about 300 yards up the highway, heading down to past your penthouse. It's basically just a lorry transporting goods. And it's heading straight towards where Wheezy's truck is basically pulling into the underground car park with the guy in the back.
Okay, I just want to see then what the goods are that are inside and whether I should be worried about that at all.
Okay, that's going to be a hack on the fly, I'm afraid.
Okay. There's no sensors or anything other than the truck that I could hack nearby?
No, it's got security systems on it.
That's fine.
I don't like that there's a truck coming our way. I don't think any of us ordered some O'Kelly.
Well,
equipment.
you face St. Stephen's Park, and it's quite a lot of traffic going to and fro. It passes straight through like the centre. Could just be a coincidence. Okay, so yeah, you managed to put a mark on and realise that it's got about 8 units. It says in its log 8 units of comm links. It's got some cyber decks as well.
Okay.
That's when
okay.
I'm going to need Wheezy to roll a defense roll, please.
Is this himself or
Him himself.
On the what, sorry?
Okay.
I need you to roll a defense roll.
Okay. Main. Done.
Okay. So,
That's your soak. You're supposed to roll defense, the first one.
Oh,
Yeah.
was that? Sorry, I thought it was in the same area. Sorry.
alright.
It is in the same area. Defense is the left one, soak is the right one.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, so I see.
Nice.
Oh, good job.
What is damaging him?
I'm about to get to that. Chill out.
Boom.
Okay. Okay, so as you go to pull into the underground car park, Wheezy, you're the first one to feel it. There's a resounding woof. And Foz, as you and Vice looking through the screen, Foz is the first one to see it, because immediately all your marks are erased. And the truck explodes. Flames, blue flames, jet from the back of the truck, propel outwards, and reach up to the sky to the point when even Vice, who is looking on his own comlink out the window, suddenly has to hold his hands up as the flames reach the penthouse because it explodes right outside. Shrapnel, the windows explode outwards.
Shit.
And Wheezy's truck takes a few dents, and luckily inside he manages to actually avoid most of the. But you take 1 stun. Actually, no, you get to absorb, so I'll take that roll above. Yeah, you're fine.
Is this the O'Kelly truck has just exploded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
is.
Yeah, and Rook, as you run around the corner, can I have one more check from you to see if you can see this shimmer?
Yes, you can. Oh, I didn't add my +2 dice. Sorry.
Would you like me to roll them for you?
Yeah, go on. Cheers, mate.
Got 0. Got a 3 and a 3.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So you're unable to track this shimmer. Just can't seem to see it.
Any luck, Foz?
And that's
What
when
was noise?
yeah.
Not so much luck. Something went a little bit wrong, I think. Not sure if they were trying to blow us up or.
Yeah, I think we've been compromised already. We only just got here. Barely poured myself a whiskey, and there's explosions and damn invisible ninjas going around.
Typical, isn't it?
Okay, so that's when Rook and Foz realised that, not only yesterday when you did your mission, that's announced, you saw on the news that the UDO were up in their game.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
The UDO.
Oh.
Duel.
The United Dragons organisation.
They might have been a terrorist attack.
Just so happens it's in the same fucking penthouse that we're in.
It just so happens it's the O'Kelly
Yes.
Club, the ones we're investigating.
Well, I think UDO are known for targeting the O'Kelly Corp.
Indeed.
This dude in the back, Liam, is he dead?
Yeah. in the space of about like half a minute when you drove back into the underground car park, he's bled out in the back.
Just got his valet as well.
Great, and now we have a dead body on our hands.
Nothing I can do here, boys. He's gone.
It's okay. I mean, we might find information on him. And I'll get back to the van in the garage
Yeah,
and
okay, so
try and bag this body to take upstairs.
as you're passing back towards the underground car park, you see the outside of the underground car park is absolutely ruined. Trucks exploded, parts of the building have collapsed in to block it. There is a back entrance, a fire exit if you want to head up that.
Yeah, I mean, I assume if that entrance is blocked, then
Yeah,
Wheezy
you
hasn't
go.
got in there. So I'll meet up with Wheezy, find his
Yeah.
location.
And you're about, from where you can stand, you can see the rubble of the gate that's collapsed, and outside you can already hear the sirens of the Lone Star appearing.
Brilliant.
So you're about 100 meters from them.
Maybe if we compromised here, Wheezy seems to have good setup. Maybe we take operations mobile.
Good plan.
Just to be safe.
Can you drive 2 of those things at once?
You can.
I can.
I mean, most cars are self-driving anyway.
Right. come on down then, get on in. Sorry, I had Adam clean, but there's some bleeding guy in the back. And I mean that in all sense of the word.
Yes, I clean him up in a minute. Yeah, he also has top of the line autopilots as well.
Okay, so there is a second exit out of the underground car park, but, you know, not to mention that you're going to break in the law, but you have to go out the entrance instead of the exit. You naughty boys.
I'll take several puffs on my inhaler because that just stresses me the fuck out.
Okay, fair enough. And you managed to drive out the entrance, making an exit through it, and the Lone Star pay no attention to you because there's a fucking fiery truck outside your apartment building.
Bigger problems to worry about.
Yeah, thank God the armored personnel carriers are bringing the notice.
And you can see that already about 10 minutes after you're driving away, you can already see that on the news that the UDO are already claiming responsibility for it.
Well, they don't hang about, do they?
Nope. You've heard about it for the past couple of months, actually.
Right, we need to get something done here, guys. I'm pretty sure they're going to try and frame us for this.
I don't know. If they're taking responsibility for it, it just means we've got to deal with those arseholes as long as the other arseholes we've got to deal with.
Well, I'm more starting to think maybe there is connection. This young lady wants to take company in drastically different direction. Seem to have tie with UDO, maybe.
Quite possibly.
What do the UDO stand for? Why are they so against the O'Kelly Court? Do I know?
News Overlord, please tell us.
Okay, I just thought you would go because you heard last time.
I don't remember all the
fair
details.
enough. So the
I'll try
United...
and find some info on it.
Okay, yeah, everyone knows that the United Dragon organisation, they like to bomb anything to do with the comlinks, the Matrix, anything to do with the O'Kelly Court in particular, because they've got this really strict racist policy. Yeah, and the United Dragons organisation is basically freedom, basically. They want TNR nodes in a different direction. They want freedom for all meta types, not just elves and humans.
Got it. Okay.
Definitely motive for a troll to be with them, then.
Could say that.
Anyway, I think we get out of here now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
Good plan.
Yeah, let's do it mobile.
Okay, so you drive off. Oz, did you make another roll? I thought you did.
I didn't know.
Okay, so
Please keep your tray tables in the upright position as we are going down the road. I would advise not going into any of the cupboards, as there may or may not be inflatable females in there, and avoid any tissues that you may find on the floor or the cabinet surfaces.
Is there another vehicle I can travel in?
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
Rook, you've got your own vehicle, right?
No, unfortunately not. I had to leave back in London.
Yes.
Only a rental, anyway.
You do notice a lot of fucking pine fresh air fresheners hung up around as well.
you've got like a corpse with his spilled intestines out in the back. I mean,
Yeah, that's Rook's problem.
That's not even the grossest thing in here.
No.
We're stuck in the cum stain mobile.
Okay, guys. Where are you taking your operation? Just away, basically, anywhere.
Away, random routes.
So, did you want to be closer to the city centre or out?
I think we just put the vehicle on random patrol, not taking the same route twice, kind of thing. And
Yeah, that's a good idea.
we'll set an autopilot for that.
Sounds good.
Set.
So, is there anything else? I mean, what are you going to do with this corpse? That's not the question.
Give us a moment, we tell you.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a look over the corpse, see if I can find a comlink and any ID.
Okay, yeah, he's got a comlink.
I was going to ask.
He's definitely got an ID. His
I
name.
pass the comlink over to Fuzz.
Yep.
Here, make work with this. You probably find something.
What
I
kind
want
of
to take a
attire
look
is he?
over his ID.
What was that, Vice?
What kind of attire is he wearing? A uniform or
Yeah,
just
kind of
heavy?
like he's wearing uniform, as in he's wearing like a leather jacket. He's got a smart white shirt on underneath with Kevlar underneath. He's got like armor on. He's also got like that pistol, the Ares Predator, and you realise he must be in security. His name is Frank McLennan.
Was he security for the O'Kelly Corp or security for?
It was security for the O'Kelly Corp,
Yeah.
and he's also got like a name badge on him, saying Frank McLennan. He's also on his. I mean, you've got no comlink, so.
What kind of ID is it? Does it have like is it a maglink? Like so you can open doors and the like, or is it just literally just a ID?
It's just an ID with his name.
Okay.
Just the name then. Let me see what I can find about his records. And can I, is there such a thing since I'm physically connected to make this thing not connected to Kelly headquarters and then just hack into it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I want to do. I want to have a very thorough look around this comlink and see if I can repurpose it for Vice to use, because it would be most handy to have a Kelly Corporation comlink and badge ready for when he's
Yes, indeed.
going in.
Vice, we also have ID here. Maybe you can do something with this.
He was a human, right? Oh,
No, he was an elf.
he was an elf, right? Okay, I'll look at his likeness and what was he like? Blonde hair or something like?
Yes.
There was no picture, was there?
You have the forgery skill with a specialization in fake IDs, just FYI.
Got it. Okay.
And I can probably
Perfect.
just make. I
Make
can also
one.
help because I can probably, rather than having to make a fake ID, just change some records here and there so this now matches him.
Well, if I'm dead, that wouldn't be a good thing. I
No,
suggest
that's
I can
the
make.
point. Like that we would.
Yeah,
say,
basically,
no,
you
you're dead.
change the physical ID, and then Foz changes the records to match it.
I got it. All right. Yeah, I can definitely do something with this. I'll take the ID and
So then the corpse just disappears and no one knows it.
Yep.
Whatever, someone died, and this security guard is still very much alive.
got it. I see what you're saying. Okay, then that's a different angle I could take rather than try and make a business meeting.
Well, you guys, what would it be to make a check on his background? I mean, I'm sure Foz can find out information about him.
Just be a matrix search. You could easily probably pull up his social media and stuff like that to get an idea of who he is. If you want to actually get like company records, it's probably not on the comlink.
No.
They might have some details, but you may have to actually hack
Yeah, I mean,
a
it's
host of O'Kelly
That's what I'm expecting,
company details.
yeah, I mean, it's not going to take much effort to find Frank McLennan. On the social medias and things. Basically,
just hack into his LinkedIn profile,
Yeah.
basically.
yeah, he's forward security at O'Kelly, as in when product is travelling, he's always a mile or so ahead, checking out the area to make sure the UDO aren't there. And then you realise, oh shit, that's probably what he was
This is a shitty
doing.
job.
Yeah.
Oh no, he was checking out a massive armoured tank of a thing on the route of his product. He was doing his job. You weren't made, you don't think, at all. He was just checking it out because the product was moving by, and rightly so. Yeah.
Sure, but that doesn't explain why someone wanted him dead so desperately. Is it possible that he knew something? Is it possible that rather than leak information that someone would want him dead? Or was it simply the UDO have upped their game so much that they're willing to assassinate their front security, their forward security?
You never know. I mean, they kill people. They've probably killed people from that bomb already. Not just O'Kelly. They tend to take a few civilians with them whenever they plant a bomb.
Okay, let's take stock of situation then. We have two people missing. Target and one of their friends, which happened to be daughter of CEO for Kelly.
Yes.
We have ODA bombing O'Kelly products.
And Derman, who's a
Dermot.
friend of both Enya and
What
Sorry.
metatype Dermot?
Dermot O'Malty. Yeah, he was both friends of Enya and George.
What metatype?
He's the target.
Yeah, I assume I would have found out from their pictures on their profiles what metatype he is.
Yes, George is a troll, just like his father. And Dermot
No,
is an elf.
Dermot.
Yeah, you saw on social media, he had his arm around 2 elves, 1 a woman, 1 a man.
Okay.
1 woman and 1 a female, right?
Yeah, shish.
Are they recognizable, those elves? Are those...
Yes, Enya specifically so. She's a beautiful young elf with orange hair.
And the male elf?
The male elf is a bit of a rusty-looking fellow with in a pilot's cap on, with scruffy, dishevelled beard, with a kind of auburn, reddish beard. He was tall, lanky, and you saw he wore kind of like a classic 80s jacket with the shoulder pads.
Is there able to do a visual match with this guy? Find out who he is? He might just be a friend of Dermot's, but any lead we have is good. Because everyone's just going missing right now, so finding someone would be great right about now.
Okay, so to look for Dermot, I would require... Oh, I don't know. Yes, just do a matrix search check.
Yep, will do. That's matrix perception, right?
Yeah. Okay, so Dermot O'Morty was last seen in public 3 days ago at the club called Steel.
Okay.
And you bring up some
about this.
Yeah, you bring up some of the cameras on the grid, not in the club itself, but because they would be very difficult to get into, because you realise it's a host of about rating 4. So you jump out and you can see some of the nearby security cameras are easy to hack. And you can see this fella walking into the club with 3 or 4 others celebrating. No sound, but
This is Dermot, yeah?
yeah.
Okay. What about his friend? This guy with the pilot's cap?
That is Dermot.
Oh, that is Dermot, sorry.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
His friend is George, the ambassador's son, the troll.
Yeah, okay. So, what's his occupation? Do we know? He's like a...
Unemployed?
What used to be his occupation then?
No, it's always, on his social media, it's always said unemployed.
Yeah.
Either working below the radar or just not working much at all.
Okay.
Bit like
I
us.
think we have 3 priorities, maybe. We get Vice into O'Kelly. See what we can find there. Speak with Father, maybe. See what he knows. Go to this Club Steel. Find out Dermot frequents it. See what he knows. And investigate ODA. Seem reasonable?
Yes, I think probably a few of those are going to be connected. I'm suspecting perhaps that in order to make some more, well, credible points to her father, Enya might have actually teamed up with UDA.
That's what I'm leaning towards currently.
Also, Foz, when you were checking out security cameras, you realised you can get like a AR invite to a Matrix invite to the club. You don't necessarily have to go there yourself. It does all of the hot sim pleasures, as in all of the normal stuff, in the Matrix. You don't physically have to go to the Steel. It's got like the normal layer and exactly the same in the Matrix. In the Matrix, everyone can change their icon. They can be who they want to be.
Nice.
Wait, so it's like a virtual club as well as a...
Yeah.
Most clubs in this day and age are.
Got it.
I'll have a little look around there to see if, other than the physical one, there's any anything I can find happening around at the same time. If there's anyone else there that might be of interest to us.
What, at the
At
club?
the same time slot, yeah.
So what's...
So like an hour before and after he comes and goes, when I have a look in the Matrix to see if there's anything there.
Okay, well, we'll get to that because it's still early afternoon, so...
Yeah.
So you want to do that tonight, you want to visit it in the Matrix.
In the meantime, we might as well make use of this ID. I'm going to try and create a fake ID with this Frank, or whatever his name was.
Go ahead, make a roll.
Okay, what would it be?
Forgery. With your specialization in fake IDs.
Cool, okay.
I'm going to set a
With
threshold
this,
of 3.
Considering I have an actual physical ID already, and all I need to do is replace like a picture.
Oh yeah, I mean a threshold of 2 then.
So I don't want to create an entire one. I'm just going to try and replace this picture in it.
Yep.
Alright then. Okay. Where is it under? Social? Engineering?
No, I think it's on the
Scientific. There it is.
scientific, yes.
Special. Modifiers 2, you say?
Wow.
Wow. That's impressive.
Shit got real.
Impressively bad.
Oh, come on, give it here. I know that. Come on.
Yeah. Oh my god, that is not good whatsoever. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll see it and be like, ah.
no, you've made a right fuck up of it. You've got stuff stuck to your hands. You're like, fuck.
I shouldn't. This print stick's dry.
Let me see if I can fix it for you. Hold on.
Just trying to stick like a cutout of me on top of it.
Like, what the? Yeah, see, you just got really unlucky, Chris. I think.
I know I did. I was crazy on that.
Okay, so yeah, Foz manages to set it all back up, sets you up with a proper ID for Frank McLennan. I've given you inventory in that handout if you want to write it in there.
Excellent. Thank you. Ah, yes.
Frank McLennan is spelled like this. I'm sure you can. But
Got it.
got his ID. Okay, so what was the
So I've
plan?
changed that. You're going to change someone on the database now, so it's
Yeah, so that was my plan. That to make the any records that there are, like either in the comlink or something like that, just to try and change those to match, so that it just seems as if Vice has always been Frank McLennan.
Going to change all his social media pictures with his children.
No, I mean that's not really of that much importance to the security guard. They're not going to
No,
change.
fair
social
enough.
media, but-
So anything important. Okay, so anything that you're going to have to actually hack to make this real is going to be stupidly difficult. You're going to have to actually hack the O'Kelly host, which has all his details.
That's not going to happen.
No, it's like,
But most of those could just apply to Vice, right? I mean, there's no.
yeah, I mean,
no
to be fair, all Vice has to do is dye his hair, and he probably looks very similar.
Yeah, I'm just imagining that physical is one thing. Well, I'll leave that to Vice, but there's probably some digital alterations that need to make, like to his comlink and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he could just put on Frank's comlink after you've broken it and hacked in.
So I guess I need to hack into the comlink.
That will be your afternoon's pleasure, I guess. What about everyone else?
I'll dye my hair, I guess. Am I becoming Frank O'Lennan here? This is the plan. Right. Okay. So the ID's changed slightly to match my face a bit more. But to anyone who knows me, I should just like dye my hair for good measure anyway.
Sure.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
you
It's
visit...
more getting rid of the dye than dyeing, because I've probably been naturally blonde, like Frank here. But currently my hair's probably like black and blue or something. I don't know. So I'll
Black
just
and blue, amazing.
yeah, I'll wash the dye out of my hair and try to get it back to natural color.
Okay.
Should have given you chromatic hair.
Oh my
Chromatic.
god, chromatic.
Yeah, I have it on my clothing. I could be a walking billboard if I need.
Nice.
All right, going back to my roots then, and I'll have my head over a bath with a.
Yeah, mate. Do you want to use this? And I'll hand him a crusty towel.
What? No, I've brought a towel already. Don't worry. I'll
Oh,
thankfully place this over a chair. We're trying not to touch it as much as possible.
It holds its shape.
It breaks like glass when he drops it.
Oh no!
Well,
Did I hear you guys mentioning you wanted to try and make a meeting with this CEO of O'Kelly?
I think we've got a better angle now.
I think that was the original plan before all this shit went down.
Yeah, I can go in as a security guard instead now, which will give me better access than if I'm just having a just having a meeting.
Mhm.
So I think this is a better angle, and
Yep.
Let's do it. All right. So yeah, I don't need to make a phone call or anything now, so that's fine.
Okay.
We should probably do some planning though to see what's going to happen if anything goes wrong.
For sure, yes.
So probably don't do that this afternoon.
Okay.
Can we get floor plans for O'Kelly building?
What the where? The actual like factory, or the headquarters, or the O'Kelly
Headquarters.
mansion?
Headquarters.
Where was Frank situated? That's the question.
Frank was situated as the security in the warehouse.
All right, warehouse then.
Okay,
Who you
I'll
guys?
get right on that.
Oh.
Um, so what would you like me to roll to try and see if I can get that? Just mage perception, see if I can get it publicly without hacking anything.
Try city records. Let me have details of planning.
Yeah, exactly. So just like the
Yeah, I mean,
city landscaping.
so you find out that after a quick search, Foz, you find out that the warehouse itself, less a warehouse, more like a humongous car park for lorries and trucks and transport vehicles. The product is brought there in like shipping crates. So it's shipped there, and then it looks like Frank McLennan then joins the security detail at this building, at this car park. I will put you on it.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, ignore the place names.
Close Kennedy. It's almost close to Kelly.
That's a big warehouse, though.
It's
How many
not-
trucks they've got?
No, it's more like it's shipped here, and this is where Frank McLennan works.
Yeah, they're cargo containers and they're dropped off here,
Yeah.
essentially,
Yeah.
for storage. Okay. Not too much to look at then.
No, not particular. But is it worth having a look around, maybe? I mean, for instance, UDO were planting bombs on these vehicles, right?
Yep.
So that's probably a good place to either stop this from happening, or to try and find someone who is doing it and, well, get in contact with them. That might be one way to actually find your UDO.
I think maybe we get Rigger to send a couple of scout out area ahead.
Okay.
If Wheezy wishes to do that with his surveillance drones.
Yeah, that's
Wheezy, use
a
your
bit too little
voice.
to hack around there.
Wheezy, you deaf cunt.
Can you hear us, Todd?
Yes, sorry, I am there. I'm zoning out. I'm getting like a crackle here and there. Everyone's back on camera now. Sorry, what did I miss?
You can use your drones to scout out this area, the car park, and obviously the warehouse.
Deploying them now.
Deploying now. That's fair enough. It's becoming late afternoon when you deploy your surveillance drones. You have to actually drive within range, I believe. Your drones have a certain range, don't they?
Not really, no. They're pretty good.
What's the battery life on them? Can they make the return trip?
They should be able to. They're actually OP as fuck.
I know that they're OP when it comes to shooting fucks. They'll blow you apart, but
No, these are just the little tiny drones, like
Asian ones.
Like the mosquito-sized ones.
Yeah.
that's fair enough. For
they're
brevity's sake.
surveillance drones.
Yeah, but for brevity's sake, we're just going to say it happens. Though I will need you to make a perception check with.
Done.
Okay, nice.
That's your perception. You want your drones on.
Oh, for goodness sake, sorry.
It's clear sight underneath you.
Yeah.
Drone.
What do your drone eyes see?
Does not show clear sight, does it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, tests. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Do I get 2 as I have 2?
Does
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, basically there's 2 drones going around.
Okay.
Horizon Mosquito.
Okay, so one manages to pick up the number of security guards around the main entrance gate and all over the place. There's about 40 currently on shift. I mean, at any one time, there's actually 30 on the grounds patrolling. They've got patrol dogs. They've got a heavy armory nearby and a main building for basically a quarters to retreat to for breaks and things. But mainly, they're on the main road, travelling down here. They patrol this area. There's some in each of the car parks. There's a little dock nearby as well, where 3 or 4 ships can dock to drop off cargo. With the 6 successes, your drone picks up there is part of the wire mesh fence has been cut, and it's been hastily repaired, but only with cable tie.
Are you guys getting this?
Yeah, I'm guessing if we're all sharing common.
Because I'm pretty sure that's our way in. Now, there's a lot of bastards hanging around in that car park. Can't be careful as I do. But
or it was the UDO's way in, and that's how they've.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. But I think it's a pretty good bet that we should wait until it's at least dark or something always.
Yes,
Why do you
perhaps
wanna
I go
go
in with Vice. I
Yeah.
take the back way in. You go in through with your ID.
Okay.
What's the mission objective here? Is it to find the UDO, or is it to?
Well, I think now slightly change if we have break-in. Maybe you speak with guards, find information. I look for maybe anything UDO related.
These cable ties on the fence.
Huh?
Does it look like? Well, there's no chance of finding out whether it was the UDO who tried to patch that up, or if it was. Whereabouts is it? Is it like somewhere in secluded area? Not in CCTV?
It's actually in this tree line over here by the river.
Okay. And there's no camera on it.
That you do not know.
Can you point that
Sorry.
again?
Yeah, I didn't see that yet.
It was over here.
Oh, yeah, down the bottom. Okay.
Okay. Am I pink? Am I
You
coloured?
are indeed pink.
We
You
did
can
that.
change it if you want.
Yeah, it knows
I
you. It knows you, Chris.
Classic. Alright then. Okay. Yeah, I agree. You've got 2 angles to go in here. I can walk up. I can literally walk in and be like, yo, I'm Frank, I'm back. Or you can just try and infiltrate it yourself. But if you get caught, you're going to have to do some explaining.
How much time has passed since the attack now?
About 6 hours.
So they're going to be on high alert either way.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that maybe if it was shortly afterwards, you could like radio in and say, "There's been an attack. We need to get some security over here." Blah 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 blah, blah, and then make sure that we're not there when they get there. But
I'll say that I checked in at hospital. I had like severe wounds from the blast. Had to go to hospital, got it all checked out, and then resumed duty, I guess.
yeah,
Maybe that's why I didn't communicate so quickly. My comm got disrupted during the blast.
Liam
Yes.
or Mike, how quickly does healing work in like fancy medicinal technologies that we have?
Very much dependent on type and severity of wound.
The kind that a certain security officer for the Mechanic Corporation might have available if he went somewhere. It's going to be a little bit suspicious if Vice shows up completely fine after just having radioed in that he's been heavily wounded and had to go to hospital.
Sure.
Unless they can fix that really quickly. I mean, if that technology exists, then it's plausible.
Kind of, but kind of
Yes.
not.
Doable. Depend on. Yes, very much on how severe.
I'll begin making a fake cast.
Yeah, you
Come
would
on,
know how to fake it. I mean, that's just why I'm asking, so that we don't have the disconnect between how the player thinks it works and how the
Yeah,
system
okay.
thinks it works.
You want me to break your face?
No, I need that. That's literally what my job title is. I'll actually just wear like a cast or something. That'll work.
Yeah, okay.
And I can also use it to conceal my knives and blades in there.
Well, there are plenty of tissues around if you want bandages.
It's more a medical thing.
Weasel, remind me to take you to special club after mission finish.
Well, as long as my social interface can go instead of me, I'm not fussed.
Oh, Lord help us. Okay.
Okay, then I'll begin like making a cast, or I'll even go out and find one. And
Yeah, that's fair enough. It's easily done.
We'll go down Radio Shack and get one 3D printed.
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that, exactly that.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Spend some credits on a 3D cast, and also enough space in it so that I can conceal my like blades in it as well.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Cool. Easily done. No problem.
Okay. So we've got Vice going in through the gate, then to be Frank, and the rest of is it just Rook going in through the hole in the fence?
Yeah, I think me going in through the fence, Wheezy, wherever the closest out of the way road is.
Yep.
One of these
Parked
other
up,
car parks, yeah.
keeping an aerial watch with the drones, and then Fuzz jacked into any kind of feeds in the area, and
Yeah,
just
probably
watch the
while
chatter
sitting-
on the radio.
And while sitting in one of the vehicles, probably.
Yeah.
You can see in Lorraine.
Frank's clothing and uniform, I'll be taking those as well, and cleaning them of the blood. If the
Maybe
shirts,
just to leave some damage after you've been wounded, you know?
yeah, sure.
Got to make it look authentic.
Okay, then in that case, I'll scrape him up a bit. I'll even go as far as to like put a plaster on my head or something, as if I got hit on the head.
Okay.
And what else? I'll try and replace the undershirt, which has been cut. Obviously, I don't want there to be obvious like cut wounds through my stomach. Instead, I'll have like a new clean undershirt, that is, and I'll use the outside uniform and kind of like scrape it up, and maybe a couple of burn marks in it as well.
Yeah, I'll say that you're doing that pretty well. I mean, no roll necessary.
Yeah, I'll just use some cigarette butts.
So, as the evening rises and the sun begins to set over Dublin, we'll deal with Vice first. Did Foz want to do any prep work before this, like to help his allies, or are you just gonna, or are they just fine the way they are?
Yeah, no, I definitely want to see if there's anything, any helping I can do to make all this go smoother. Just see if there's nothing approaching. So I'll also like keep an eye out through my link with Wheezy to see if he notices anything on the drones, because I imagine that they're going to be like flying above us anyway, even when we're traveling, because they're so much faster than the vehicles.
Yep. I mean,
They also have X-ray vision, so leave your girlfriends at home.
what the fuck?
Why, you like looking at their bones?
Yeah, Foz's got a point.
Yeah, she has a nice bone structure, she does.
Okay, so we'll do with Vice first. So Vice, as Frank McLennan, you approach. I'm assuming you approach the main security gate.
Yeah, on the way there in the car journey, I'll be looking at Frank's social media and kind of seeing what like the demeanor he has, or what kind of like tone of voice he has as well.
Yep.
I'm trying my best to mimic that.
Yep. As you basically watch some videos of him on holidays and things like that, you get a really good grip on good old Frank. But as you approach the security hut, I'm going to need you to make a performance plus charisma. No, it's an impersonation plus charisma.
All right. Let's hope this is good. Not like that other really crazy unlucky roll. Social-wise, I'm guessing. Impersonation, there it is. Oh.
You're better at social roles than you are forgery.
Is there any modifiers to this?
Yes, because you've studied him all day. I'll give you a +2 modifier.
Cool. 2. Wow, fuck me.
Wow, your rolls. What the
Yeah.
shit?
What the shit?
That's a limit of
Literally
9 as
17
well,
dice,
Jesus.
limit of 9 and 2 successes.
Oh, okay. So as you approach the security hut, we're going to roleplay this out because we both got the
All right.
same. I'm just going to let it go. Okay. So as you approach the security hut, one of the guards yawns. And he goes, "Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! All right, mate. What you doing here?" And he walks over and he sees that you're dressed in the uniform. Looks you up and down. And he goes, "Learning a bit of ragtag, ain't you?"
It's Frank.
You're what? Frank.
What?
He looks you up and down. And he goes,
Flash my ID.
"Yeah." He goes, "Frank. Who the fuck is
Yeah.
Frank?" He turns around. This human turns around, looks at the elf by the security gate. The elf looks at his You can tell he's opening up AR because you can see him swiping. And he walks over and you see it basically throw it to the human security guard. And he looks up and he goes, "Frank, mate, your shift ain't for another hour and 45 minutes."
Oh, yeah, well, I've already been on work, and I got hit pretty badly in the head, so that's probably why I have no idea what's going on.
The man looks. The man looks at you. "No fucking way, mate. You were in the explosion.
Yeah, you heard it on the news,
I
yeah?
can fucking see it right in front of my eyes." He opens it up and he see him watching something, and he looks back to you and he goes, "Fuck me, mate. Can't believe it. Look at that." And he goes to touch the plaster on your forehead.
No, I don't. It bloody hurts.
Yes.
Listen,
"Those fucking UDO scum!" And behind the elf goes, "Yeah, I reckon if we caught them all," he goes, "Aiden would probably line them up and shoot them like the fucking scum they are."
well, I'm here to inspect the fucking vehicles, because, there's a bomb on that thing, and I don't want any more people to get hurt. My day's been pretty shit as it is. Can you just let me through, mate?
Can you make a negotiation plus charisma check, please?
Okay. Negotiation. There it is. There's some.
That is better. Okay, yep, they go, one of them nods, and he looks back to the elf and he goes, "Yeah, alright, Frank, go on in. I hope you feel better soon." Before you pass,
Thanks.
as you go to pass through, he grabs hold of your shoulder and goes, "Wait a fucking minute."
Oh,
He looks,
not this shoulder.
he looks you up and down and goes, "Where's your service pistol?"
Have I actually got a pistol on me?
No, have you got a pistol?
It's the Horizon Eagle, whatever he had.
You didn't bring it, you didn't tell me.
I must have lost it in the explosion, mate.
Alright, well, make sure you report that, yeah?
Yeah, I will do.
Can't have
Yeah, new one issue.
an Ares Predator missing. Alright.
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah, okay, he nods and the security gate opens. You hear, "Meh," as it opens, and you walk into the security-infested grounds of the O'Kelly Corpse, basically shipping yard, and you see it's littered with security guards. Now, you actually walk in, following the main path. HQ is actually where Rook would be, not HQ, but the warehouse where everyone hangs out, basically, where most of the activity goes. Is right near where Rook is probably now currently situated.
Mm-hmm.
So, Wheezy and Foz can both see Vice has managed to get in successfully. It looked a bit hairy at first on the comms and the visual comm when you could see the fact that he was stopped twice. But then you see he just waltzes in like he belongs. So Rook, you've made it round to the gate where the mesh fence was cable tied up.
I'm in.
As you approach, you see there's a guy with some clippers already there. I bet you're about 100 yards away when you see him.
Interesting. Well, he's
he's on his knees and he's going and he's cutting stuff open and he's swearing to himself. You can hear it from now. He's fucking cursing.
I would like to sneak up on him.
Like to roll then.
Are comm links connected in a way that we can actually see what everyone else is seeing?
Yep. Oh my god.
Mostly, yeah. I mean, depends on what kind of feed you have yourself. You, I think, would have to actually physically look at your comm link.
Got it.
Most of the rest of us.
Have I got a PDA? Yeah.
That's what a comm link is, essentially.
Yeah.
Think a supercomputer in a PDA form.
Whereas Foz has got it all in his head.
The rest of us do.
Okay, the rest of you do. Okay, then. Yeah. I'll be looking at my PDA and then messaging in saying I'm in. And as I do, I'll check everyone else's feeds and see what Rook is seeing.
You will literally, because I have cyber eyes, so I have an image link, so you basically see exactly what I see.
Got it. All right.
So you can imagine from that.
In which case, I will also head towards down this road here, towards the fence.
Towards the fence, yeah?
I will, yes. So we're coming from both angles.
Yep. Okay, so I critical glitched on my perception check. Yep. I'd like you to rewatch that at some point.
A really good story and everyone's listening very well.
3 1s, no successes. Brilliant.
Nice.
So, as you approach this man kneeling down, you realise he hasn't even noticed you, despite the crunching of the twigs and the leaves. He hasn't noticed that you're approaching him from behind, and he snips the last cable tie, drops it down, and you can hear him cursing from behind you. And he's like, "Fucking Dermot!" And he goes to peel back the mesh fence.
I'll just stand behind him for a minute, just see if he says anything more.
No,
I'll stop if he goes to move.
Yeah,
through.
he goes to move through it.
I'll just punch him in the back of the head to try and knock him out.
Try and knock him out, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't know it's coming, so...
No defense for him.
No.
So 15 damage against whatever his soak is.
3, so 12. Yeah, you've just gone, BAM! And he just goes, oh! Falls down to the ground. Makes a weird, oh! sound as he just hits the mesh fence and rolls through it slightly.
Might have one of those ODA members here. Think he knows Dermot.
You see me approaching, and I begin sheathing my knife again as I see he's already unconscious. I'm like, oh, good work, Ruben.
Head back in. I take him back to Van, then rejoin.
Alright. What about this fence here? This is clearly what the ODAs actually used to get in.
UDA.
UDA even, sorry.
I will be back to check out once I get rid of body.
Alright, I'll head back. As if I was just going for a fag break out here.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll come back.
Yeah, so I'll take that body. I'll ask our resident rigger to bring the van as close as possible, and I'll drag the body back there.
So yeah, Wheezy brings I'm assuming Wheezy brings the truck around and managed to open it up and get in with this guy dressed in this like long jacket. He's got like a dirty stained shirt, and you just chuck him in, and he smells really strongly of whiskey.
Can I leave him here? He probably won't cause trouble for a few hours.
We got Foz and Wheezy in the back.
Yeah, go on then. But make sure he's not bleeding.
I'll just double check, see if he's got any weapons on him.
He does.
I'll
Yeah, he has
take whatever weapons he's got.
He has a pistol on him.
Yeah,
Also,
I'm not fast. I'll probably
it would
check
only
him
be
on the
Oh, alright.
just so that he's not actually armed, in case these two guys jumped in. He just pops up the item.
Well, I'm locked in a thing anyway, aren't I? I'm locked in like a little cubby hole.
Yes, you're in an armored rigger cocoon.
I like to call it my fat zone. Just slop out.
That's fair enough. Okay, so
I've got a duvet and several posters of Japanese animated teenagers in there.
for fuck's sake. AR posters.
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
Hot sim in and they're real.
Oh, kawaii,
Oh, wait a minute, doesn't Todd? I mean, Wheezy, doesn't your gun actually have a waifu personality?
Well, no, she's her name is Lorraine.
Yeah, okay.
I see her more as like a greasy fag wench than a waifu.
I can't wait till I get to roleplay her when you activate
Yeah,
the gun.
she's got a personality.
Yeah, excellent. I love it. Alright, Wheezy, go get me another beer, mate. Right,
You always
guys.
do it, this bitch.
So, Vice,
I'll go report in that the gun's missing. Lost it.
as you approach, there's a cage, and as you approach, there's like a hollow screen on the actual glass in front, where you can or it's all automated. You don't really need to.
Sure. All right then. I'll punch in that I'm missing a eagle, whatever it's called.
Yep.
Ares
And
Predator.
an Ares Predator 5, and as you type it in, It basically a female voice goes, "Hello, Frank McLennan. Before receiving report, could you please confirm identity?" And a retinal scanner goes,
Let me see if I can fix that for you.
Yeah. Fuzz.
Okay.
One moment.
So
Computer.
first things first, Foz. This is going to be remember what we did last time, session 0. This is going to be a host. You're going to have to actually enter the host.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So
Somebody computer, something in my eye.
with hacking on the fly.
Yep. He's got a rating of 2.
Do I have any situational modifiers having used the comlink before? Having
No.
any idea about their security protocols or anything like that?
Is the body still there?
What body?
Fuzz, I'm guessing.
Yeah. The body of Frank.
Where is the body of Frank?
I don't know where you've kept the body of Frank.
If we haven't done nothing with it, then it's still there in the van.
I think it is, yes.
I remember undressing it, and that was about it.
So, how fucked are we?
Well, Rook, what did you do with the body? I'm guessing
Just leave it in the van for now.
It's in the van, yep.
So
Yeah,
how?
that's excellent.
Rocket. So a host's defense is double its rating when it comes to trying to hack into a host.
Yes.
Before doing that, is there any way that I could just make the scanner somehow? So what I want to do is I want to replace what the actual scanner is scanning with something that I'm scanning with a similar thing. I guess I have the things to do that.
Yeah. The only problem is that the device is protected by a host.
Yeah. So, but rather than having to, I will actually provide like an actual image feed, so I don't have to place the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, I get what you're saying. So I want to just transpose the image, hack in there.
Hack the scanner, basically.
That actually may be a better idea. Sorry, let me speak in character. This is all happening live in the action. Fuzz, if you use image link, take a picture of Frank I and Van, send it to Vice PDA, you hold PDA to scanner.
That's a bloody good idea.
That's what I was thinking. I was just worried that the optical thing was more advanced.
Yeah,
and
if
like,
it's more advanced than that, I don't know.
It could be, but
we'll give it a try.
it's one or other, either hack host or basic method.
Try the basic method first. If it run into problems, then I'll go back to the hacking.
Yeah, so I'll just.
I don't think it will flag alarm on first attempt.
Send the image link from my cyber eye directly to Vice PDA as I'm looking Frank in the face, and I just want to get so close. There's no background, like no naked body, no.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough.
No tissues.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I check around me, just making sure this is just still a computer and there's no one else around me.
No one else. Well, at the moment, no one else around you, and you've got the image in front of you.
I'll hold out the PDA and place it to the scanner.
As you hold out the PDA, the door opens behind you.
Oh, I put the PDA away.
As you walk in, a female security guard walks in, an elf. She walks over to her locker on the far side, turns and goes, "Frank?"
Sorry, and I kind of like shy my face away.
Yeah, she's got like her hair tied up in a ponytail. And
I don't want you to see me like this.
She goes, "My God!" And she runs over to you, immediately wraps her arms around you, begins to hug you tight.
Okay, I'll hug her back just as tightly.
Yeah, and so far your chin's resting on her shoulders. She hasn't looked directly you in the face.
All right.
And she just goes, "Fuck! I thought you were dead." And then she takes your face away and kisses you on the lips.
Fuck. All right, I kiss back with equal passion.
Yeah.
But everything she gives me, I shall reciprocate in kind.
And she leans back away from you and goes.
This is where she turns around and goes, "How you doing, brother?"
It was horrible scarring from the accident. I had to go into surgery and.
Frank, what? She goes to. Let me see.
No, they reconstructed my face entirely. It was burnt away, melted.
Can you do a favour? I don't know. I'm gonna have to get you to roll, but I'll find out. That's so good.
Persuasion or something?
It's definitely.
Deception, if that exists.
It's,
What about exceptional bullshit?
it's, is it performance?
Con.
Yes.
Con.
Con and
It's
charisma.
deception.
And she gets.
By
By the way, she gets a +5 situational bonus for having slept with you multitudes of times.
Fuck. Do I get situational
Fuck's
modifier?
sake, bullshit rolls! Yeah, alright. How did you do that? Seriously, I rolled 17 dice.
I'm like, oh, don't look at me like this.
She goes, okay.
Anyway, I need to get back to work. There's lives at stake here. There could be more bombs in these vehicles. It's a matter of emergency.
What? What? Okay, one moment.
One of the trucks blew up.
Yeah, I know. And she goes towards her locker and goes, Frank, just wait for me. And she begins putting stuff, like her uniform, she's taking off parts of it.
Okay, while she's doing that, I'll make a dash for it and not run for it, but I'll exit and then quickly get away and go around the corner, so to speak.
Don't run too fast. I think Wheezy's getting good material here.
You've got two of them just annoying Squeetos focused on various areas of her chest.
Talking of Wheezy.
Hold the PDA just out of the corner of it, just like out the door, and then just
Okay.
one last bit.
Talking of Wheezy and Foz, can you, is Foz completely jacked into the Matrix here?
Yep.
So can you have a Matrix perception check, and can Wheezy make a normal perception?
And what perception check? Sorry?
Wheezy's jacked in as well, essentially.
Okay, can Wheezy make a perception check with...
Is this something
strokes.
local?
Yes.
Because the van has motion sensors that are very high rating.
Yep, it's close.
Sorry, what do I need to do?
You
Remind
can
me.
roll perception out of your van.
Okay.
So the clear sight of the van.
Yep.
Because that's essentially what he'd be using if he's sensing something around it.
Any modifiers, Lynn?
No.
Motion sensors.
Oh, 2 then. So that gave you fucking hell. Roll 2 6s. Well done. So you've actually got 5. Okay, so Wheezy's the first to notice it, but as you spin on your chair inside your waifu cocoon, you definitely sense 2 cars, transports coming your way, and Foz sees the Lone Star icon approaching from roughly about 250.
Lorraine, wake up, you lazy wench.
Okay, you hear a voice go, Wheezy? Wheezy?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Get up.
No. Your gun
Get up or I'm
your gun power's
divorcing
down.
you.
Your gun power's down.
Fucking bitch, I swear I'm going to get a lawyer.
She turns back on, powers up, and she goes, yeah? You kept me off for long enough, haven't you? What's going on?
Jesus, you grumpy bitch. We may need you.
Oh, great. Just when I thought I was going to get a good old oil in.
Oh, fuck's sake, I've been at work all day and all you give me is this shit.
And all I'm saying is you don't oil me anymore.
Oh, God.
Maybe I'd oil you if you were a bit more curvaceous, you fucking waste of my time.
Curvaceous, ain't you seen these nuts and bolts? Load me full of ammo, Wheezy. Load me.
Yeah, they're rusted. Fuck. And I'll start loading them.
Yeah, she goes, oh yeah, load me like a good bitch, as you begin placing ammunition into her.
Well, I think Foz is very happy that he's hot simmed and is not picking up on any of this.
No, you're not.
And want to see what's happening with the signature coming towards us.
Okay, so it looks like they're heading straight towards you. Investigate.
Yeah, is there anything near it that would be easy to hack that I can sort of push in its way? Maybe maybe one of the shipping yards has like a what do you call those in English? Things that lifts up pallets and move them.
Oh, a forklift truck. Yeah,
just
sure.
push a forklift into the road.
Yeah, sure, okay.
I'm sure they have a low security rating
yeah.
that I can find somewhere.
There are some automated forklift trucks nearby that you can go and block the road. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so I'll I'll do that and just make it seem like it's just accidentally rolling backwards into them.
Okay, yeah, they just kind of, and you hear you guys from where you are, where Wheezy in his truck, can actually see them out the wing mirror now. They're about 50, 60 yards up the road, and you see 4 Lone Star officers have climbed out of their truck, going, "Oh fuck!" and they're walking over to the forklift trucks, confused. Okay, so back in the car park, Vice, as you exit the warehouse building where the lockers are,
Yeah.
she comes running out after you.
Oh no, I've made a dash around the corner. I'm trying to lose her.
Yep, as you dash around the corner, she comes running and goes, "Frank, can you make a stealth check?"
Oh god.
Domestic stealth check.
Yeah. Is this physical?
Sneaking.
Sneaking.
I do believe I gave it to you, so.
Oh yes, easily. She runs straight past you, can't see you hiding in the shadows, runs up to one of the guards and says, "That's by this door over here, by this gate." She goes, "Did you see Frank go?" And he goes, "Woman, seriously. No, I didn't see Frank."
Dead for 4 years.
she goes,
There's dozens of security guards.
Yeah.
There.
she
Oh,
runs
no.
back over to this gate and exits, running up the road to...
All right, I come
I'm
out.
gonna try and sneak through this, back through this fence
Okay, yeah.
with the body.
Right, what am I doing here? Currently, all I'm doing for you guys is running around and making out with beautiful elf girls. But I mean, that's not a problem. But
That's
am I
what spies do pretty much. It's day-to-day business.
maybe I can find some higher security here.
Yes, that's what we need. Try to get in with bigwigs there. Find
Right.
out what they know.
Okay,
There must have been reports on the blast. Find
that's
out.
right. I'm gonna go over to the security, the transport trucks where the UDO planted the bombs before. There must be some sort of investigation going on, I assume, with all the security running around.
There is. You can tell there's a lot more security than there should have normally be.
Okay, and okay, I'm going to be obviously a first-hand witness of this, so I'll stride straight up to the security that look like they're in charge of this operation, the investigation that is.
Yeah, okay, so it's round about here. There's about 4 or 5 security officers standing around, waiting. Generally
Okay.
waiting around. Are you approaching them?
Yeah, I'll approach them.
Yeah, one of them looks your way, walks over to you, looks you up and down, looks at your ID tag and goes, "Frank."
That's me. I was caught in the explosion. I've only just recovered. I just got out of the hospital, but I was there when the bomb went off, and
That is...
I have a witness account.
Yeah, and over his comlink, you can tell that he's looking off to the left, looking at something. Then he looks back at you, looks to the left again. Goes, "Yeah. Well, you were reported missing earlier. Security Hut has rang Lone Star to make sure you know about your return.
Yeah.
You've been missing, and no hospital's got your records."
Yeah, they do. I was in the hospital.
Let me see if I can fix that. No, listening to the comm link to see if any of these kind of things come up where
Mhm.
it needs to happen. So,
Just
like
a
to
logic.
find a just
I went to the Frederickson hospital.
Oh, Fredrickson. Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah,
One moment, and he turns to his left and begins walking off and talking on the comlink. And Foz, can you make a... Yep, that's nearby the hospital. You manage to travel down the grid straight there and immediately edit a file. Make
I'm
sure...
not sure if I need more marks for that. Let me have a look.
I'm...
I think
I
edit
need
file
I need one mark
is,
for that.
one mark, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
so the hospital doesn't exactly keep... It's not that difficult to hack. It's not exactly a host. It's like a mismatch library of devices. And you managed to hack several of the links there. Make sure that 4 hours ago, Frank was discharged from the hospital with grazes, spraying on his wrist, and some minor burns and abrasions. And, and you quickly place the file, and then from where you are, Wheezy, you see some of the Lone Star officers, put the fingers on their comlink, nod to each other, get in their cars and drive off.
Oh.
And the CO, the correctional officer, the security officer, comes walking back to you and goes, "All right, Frank, Frank's out. What's up? What do you need?"
So, it could be more bombs here. They may have found a way to get in here.
As you look behind him, you can see that they've got drones hovering and sniffing around every single truck.
They must have been able to bypass security somewhere around here. Maybe I can help you out.
You can help us out. You think that our rigger hasn't already found blemish in this place already?
Telling their rigger ain't worth shit.
Is the Lone Star the security? Is that Lone Star the police
Lone Star's
force?
like the police
Lone
force.
Star essentially the police.
Okay. Now I have a contact in the police force. Is one of the head officers, I believe.
It was the chief of police.
Chief of police, and that he belongs in Lone Star, right? Is he present? Do I know, or is he not?
He would be like a kind of a mid-ranking officer. Actually, did he put full points in it?
I can't remember what it is. To be fair, I mean, if we're being specific here, the police is actually different to Lone Star. Lone Star are a private security company.
Yeah.
Got it.
But
Okay.
they act as the police force. The police force is actually quite small, like the town's police force.
Yeah.
County.
Oh, in that case, yeah. So I'll say to them, it wouldn't be the first time I've helped out the force. I've got a friend high up. He's allowed me to assist him in multiple investigations.
The security guy goes, well, whatever, Frank. Go on if you think you can help.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna make out I'm looking around the trucks, I guess.
What are you actually looking for?
I'm not really sure. I've been wondering that myself.
And meanwhile, Rook has managed to climb through the actual fence into the tree line.
Yeah, I'll make it a bit wider.
Yep. Yeah, you have to rip a good section of it off to get in.
Yeah, I want to try and. I mean, obviously, someone's come through here previously, so I wanted to see if I can find some tracks and evidence of where they went.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
This is going to be a bad roll, but let's use the proper skill. Not bad.
Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of foot traffic here. It's hard to determine what, who, and what they were, etc., etc. So, but you definitely see some of them footprints were heavier, larger.
Yeah, well, I'll pull up for boot the image of the guy from my mental records of the guy that we just put in the back of the van.
Yes.
Check out his shoe prints, see what matches.
Oh, one of the shoe prints is obviously size 15. This guy's size 8.
Okay, that's fine. Troll. I'll follow the troll.
Okay, his footprints head into the warehouse and then disappear as, of course, it's been cleaned.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to try and make my way to the warehouse.
Okay, so you can see the door from where you are. I'd say that Vice has just run past you with a woman chasing him. You've waited a good 30 seconds before Vice has then gone. You see the panic on his face as the blonde elf runs off, and he goes, oh, sigh of relief, and then runs off behind her.
Yeah, I'll give him a nod and make my way to the...
You see him run over to the security
warehouse.
officers. Yeah. You walk into the warehouse. There's a row. There's about 4 rows of lockers to your right, and then there's like an armory in front of you with a cage and a glass screen in front with a hollow kind of console. There's another door to your left, but you can see there's it's electronically locked.
Let me know if you need a distraction, Rook.
In what manner is it locked?
You need a key card.
Alright. I will deploy my ocular drone.
Mm-hmm.
Let it roam out.
Yep.
And see if I can find a lone security guard.
Yes, there's one heading across the car park towards the door right now.
Towards me?
Yeah, towards the door. You're inside, so...
Okay, I'll wait at the other side of the door.
Yep.
Let the drone watch him.
Yep.
You just let me know where he's going.
Yeah, okay, he whistles. and he's spinning his baton around. He opens the door and he just yawns and goes, "Thank fuck that shift is finished," and then walks over. Will go to his locker.
Yeah, although he just gets clubbed in the face.
Yeah, don't worry about rolling. You just go kabam, and he just goes falls to the ground.
I'll grab his keycard.
Yeah, grab his key card, and I guess you swipe it.
While I'm here, before I do that, I'll use my keycard copier to take a copy of it.
Okie dokie. So you, in your inventory or whatever, right? O'Kelly clearance level 2.
Okay, equipment. 1 O'Kelly keycard. Level 2. Alright, gotcha. Yeah, then I'll try and swipe it on this thing, and I'll keep the drone deployed by the door to keep an eye out for me.
Yeah, okay, so you swipe the door, and it leads into a dark office.
Okay, what we got in there?
Okay, so you've got like a desk, kind of like your typical office desk with some drawers to the left and right. There's a safe in the far right, a physical safe. There's no electronic locks. Also, there's a computer screen. That's what's basically the only light in here at the moment, kind of with a dull blue glow. It's got a logging screen on the front.
Okay. Foz, I may need your assistance here. Have a terminal.
And I'll switch over to looking through Rook's enhanced eyes, and yes, I see. Let me have a look what I can do.
I'll provide him a direct connection if necessary.
Yeah, situation modifier, you get an extra one.
Okay. And oh, sorry, that should be 7.
Fuck! That's a lot of successes. They were all 6s.
I didn't add the last one.
He's
So
actually capped on his.
Yeah, he got
on his
capped.
limit there.
He actually genuinely got 10 successes, but
Yeah.
he's capped on 6. So you managed to hack straight in, and the password was "I love puppies." It was so easy to hack. It was all you had to do was quickly go to his social network site, type out go what the hell, and then realise that most of it was all just "I love puppies," puppies forever, spelled with an actual 4. And as you hack in, it's in front of you, Rook. You see the screen quickly light up. Okay, this is the foreman's computer.
try not to kill that guy. He seems decent.
He's just unconscious.
That's
Can I
fine.
leave this with you for a moment? I have other things to look at.
Yes. And
Yes.
I'll go dig through the computer to see
And I'll check out this safe.
whatever there is in here.
I'm going to head out of the depot
Okay.
and hang around, not outside the warehouse, but within eyeshot of it.
Yeah. Okay. So you stand by one of the gates, pretending you're like on break or something.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Okay. So Rook, where are you going?
The safe.
Yeah. Yes. So head towards the safe. It's that classic combination lock one. You know.
That's a pain in the ass.
Yep.
What would I roll for that, I wonder?
I'm basically keeping an eye out. If anyone approaches it, I'll intercept them.
Yeah. What you need for that safe is one of goddamn Wheezy's 14 damage drones or something.
That's what we need.
You blow it up.
I can take care of that.
Get out Ebony and Ivory if you want.
Excellent.
I'm more thinking the actual skill for it. Because I do have an auto picker, but it's for actually picking a lock.
The foreman, you say? You might know.
Gonna check this guy's ID. Was he
Yeah.
the foreman, or is this someone else?
This was indeed the foreman heading back after dealing with the Lone Star.
Okay, well I'm gonna see if he's got a key on him. Or no, it's a combination.
No, it's a combination lock.
Okay.
He did have the key card on him, which you've already copied.
Yeah.
Time to wake him up.
I don't know if those two are necessarily best equipped for interrogation. I'm going to make my way out now. I take safe with me.
Yeah? I mean, what's your strength?
9.
Yeah, fuck, you can carry it. You just put it on your shoulder and walk
You
off
need a
with the sack.
distraction.
I love you, just like, I take safe with me.
Yeah.
I'll make sure the coast is clear for him.
Yeah, the coast is
Way
definitely
back
clear.
to the fence.
Yep. Can I have a perception clear sight check from Wheezy and
Yeah.
Foz?
Yeah, I'm still in the computer, so I'll do Matrix one, I guess.
Mhm.
If I just do a general perception, just looking around.
From where you are, they're up high, and Foz is in the Matrix. You can only see ground level stuff at the moment.
I keep losing people's.
Yeah, I haven't seen you for about 10 minutes.
Can someone click reconnect?
I've clicked it loads.
I've clicked it so many times.
Yep.
I'll try again now.
I can see everyone but you.
Oh, I can see Chris now, but my reconnector's got rid of the GM.
Don't worry.
Just everyone click reconnect and see what happens.
Yeah, I did. I'm missing you, Mike, and Todd.
No, I'm missing Mike and Todd as well.
Yep, same. No, I've got everyone but Todd, but Rocket.
Oh no, I'm in there.
Refresh completely.
I got everyone but Mike.
Yeah.
Freshest of 5 successes.
Yeah. Nice.
Why am I not getting anyone?
Noise Skeeto. Chaquito, Chaquito.
So, Oz notices a lot of the icons from the Matrix and comlinks are moving down the road as a group. Wheezy notices that the security from the main hut are now running, kind of like fast jogging, down towards the warehouse.
Something's up.
Can I see this ground level here?
No, because they're all currently running this way, and you're like here.
I think they've detected some form of villainy. Might be in our direction or not, but I've just picked up on Shakira's cameras that they're heading down the road now.
Okay, I'm making my way out now.
Which direction are they coming from again?
The security hut, so the way you came.
To where I came, and I'm.
What's the warehouse made of?
The warehouse is made of corrugated steel and then like classic kind of fire exit type door.
Cool, I'm going out the back through the wall.
Okay, so you just basically rent the steel in two and burst through out. Basically, you just hulked right through it. What about Vice? What is Vice up to?
Well, I know that they're coming because I can see
Yeah.
that on my PDA.
You do see
right?
them, yeah. Do.
Okay.
Hey, I got Liam.
The fence is over there.
I just reconnected and you came up.
Nice.
What was that, Vice?
The fence is over here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to.
As you reach it, you see that Rook is carrying a rather large safe, and you're like, "What the hell?"
Need a hand with. No, never mind. You're fine.
You both climb through.
And just wanted to try and see what information I can get from this computer before I need to pretend that no one was ever in.
Okie dokie. So you're gonna start extracting files from it.
Yeah, I think so. Just to see if there's something interesting there. And
Okay.
if there isn't anything interesting, I mean, I was in pretty good, so.
Yes. Okay. So you managed to download basically tons of data straight out of the computer. One interests you though because you have been looking specifically for names, the names that you're after. Enya O'Kelly comes up.
Okay.
and
Anything related to that then?
It's not because it comes directly to this computer, but it's like a message to the foreman from Enya, from someone. The foreman's name is Sean, and you can see that the message says it's dated about 6 months ago, roughly when George Nails arrived in. And it says, "Thank you for housing my friend. You will definitely be repaid in the future when I take the company. My father." It says also, "Thank you for keeping George safe in the times. The boat was definitely handy.
Right. Okay. I'll just shoot the message once I've downloaded and plugged out, I guess. Just retrieve it, whatever you call it, close the connection. Make sure that I put it back on the login screen before I do.
Yeah, you meant, yeah, it's fine.
Just lock the computer basically, and then send information over to the rest of the commonings.
And I'm assuming Wheezy picks up Rook and Vice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should I go back for Forbin? Sounds like he's involved.
If he's a contact, then maybe. But
Possibly.
You can already hear all the security cards bursting into the warehouse.
Get him, I've got your back.
what? It's too late. Security's over the place like ants.
Is there any, is there a clear line to him? Could we drive, pick him up, snatch and grab?
No, there's no clear. They had to go through a mesh fence to get in.
Foz,
Bitch, I'm in a roadmaster.
How much connection do you think he has to this? If it's important, I get him.
Let me see if I try and contact him, what happens. And I wanted to try and see if I can contact him. Is he in the area?
What, the foreman? Yeah, he was in the warehouse, knocked out.
He's the guy that I knocked out.
Oh! Sorry.
He's coming
Yeah,
too.
that's what I'm saying. Do you want me to go around and get him? This time, I'm running as fast as I can back to the van to drop this safe off.
If you knocked him out, probably he's going to be fine, since he doesn't even have to feign not being involved in this. You can probably extract him easier later.
Come back and get him later.
Yeah, just tell him to just meet us somewhere. Get out of there now.
I'm on the rear.
So Vice and Rook are running towards the truck. There's a loud shouting from behind you. You're a good 100 yards away when you turn through, and through the tree line, you can see one of the security guards has found the massive gash in the mesh fence. He pokes his head through and he goes, "Oi! You! Stop!" And he begins running, and you see he's drawn his pistol as he's running.
Is there any cranes or something for lifting?
No.
The,
You're right in this tree line down here. There's
no, but just generally around. Are there?
Yeah, there's several cranes inside. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to see if perhaps I could maybe drop a crate on someone when they're.
At the moment, your main problem is the security guard that's in the trees, running after.
There's not much that I can do about that. I mean, I'm gonna trust Rook to deal with that.
Okay, so Rook and Vice, what are you doing? He's chasing you.
Okay.
Just go. We get in the van, we leave.
Okay, right, I'll run. Just outrun him.
Okay, that's when, as you guys jump into the back of the truck, he's gonna take a burst fire at the vehicle. And
At the vehicle or us?
the vehicle, you've got in. He's just gonna shoot at the vehicle.
Oh, fine.
Yep.
Whatever.
I don't know what you've got to roll. I've got to roll his.
Todd rolls the vehicle's defense.
Okay, Todd.
It's under your tests for the Ares Roadmaster.
Yep.
Command vehicle.
He's got armor penetration 2, so -2 from. Oh, that's next, isn't it?
Yeah, that's next. If this is some kind of light weapon, it's just no.
Well, he did it anyway.
Hang on. Where am I looking? Sorry, Mike. Damage.
Tests, mate, tests.
Tests. I've got evasion, maneuver, clear sight, or stealth.
Evasion.
And that's it.
Evasion.
-2.
What? -2?
No, -2.
Oh yeah.
That's not till you get to armor. Never mind. He got 4. You got 5. He goes ting 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 as he fires at the truck. You all hear the tinging, the bullets against the armor, but literally just ricochets off as you will spin away, zoom off down the grid.
Pebbles at a siege tank.
Yep. And you see he's reached for his comm link, and you guys zoom up the road out towards where the forklifts were, and they've been parted. You see one security guard looks really fussed with the fact that Foz has placed these forklifts in. He's like, well, and then suddenly he's just moved out of the way, and you guys zoom past him, and knocked off of his feet from the updraft.
That's right, we got a battering ram on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Todd probably doesn't know about half the stuff, but the the license plate changes, the vehicle ID changes, etc. as we speed away.
Okay, excellent. So as you speed away, you don't get much in the way of pursuit. So very swiftly, you guys are on your own again. But as you are driving off, it's about 3 or 4 minutes later, the guy in the back of the truck opens his eyes.
Oh, hello, friend. Good to see you.
He strikes the back of his head. He's lost his cap, and he goes, "What the fuck happened?"
I download some interrogation skills.
Yeah, deleting the Matrix. That's literally download.
Kung Fu.
I offer him a drink of something we have in the back here.
Yeah, he goes, "Cheers, mate." Takes it straight off you. He already stinks of whiskey.
That's not a drink, that's lube.
It's
What?
probably going to be something nasty.
As he goes to do that, I just strike it out of his hand.
He goes, "Oh, come on, lads.
No, not just yet.
Oh, please, guys. Oh,
What you doing here?
I came here to find a friend.
What's their name?
I don't have to tell you shit. Stop this car."
I punch him lightly in the face.
He goes, "Ah!" He falls back, makes some right drama out of it, rolls around, and he's like, "You fucking fuck!" He says something, goes, "Dermot! I was looking for Dermot!" Fucking hell. Holding his nose up as he goes, "You've broken it or something." You haven't.
That's okay. Better your nose breaks than skull.
What?
This can be arranged, don't
No,
worry.
no. He looks towards Foz and Vice, and he goes, "Come on." He looks to his left, and there's Frank with his guts spilled out, and he goes, "Alright, I'll tell you anything, just fucking, what do you want to know?"
You with ODA? UDA?
UDO?
That's the one.
No, shit no, I ain't got myself involved in that crap. I ain't no terrorist.
Then what the hell are you doing trying to sneak into the complex?
Save my
Okay.
friend, Dermot. I was trying to save Dermot, my friend.
And who's
Dermot?
Dermot wasn't in there.
What?
Why would Dermot be in there? Dermot doesn't have a job. He's nobody.
Dermot works for the UDO.
And they have him
We do
hostage.
have connection.
Why would he be in the O'Kelly complex? Was he trying to plant a bomb?
Oh, probably. I don't fucking know what Dermot's up to at the moment, but all I fucking know is that he's working for him, casing places. And the last time I spoke to him, when he was drunk at the club, that's the Steel Club, by the way, he was talking about he was going to get them back for what they did. I don't know what they did, but he was in a mood. He was angry, that's for sure.
You think he came here?
He definitely came here. I know he did. He was talking about coming here and planting the bomb, but I was too late. I thought he was coming tonight.
Already been and done.
What?
The bomb, I mean.
Oh, no, where?
You see this? I like pull off the light cast and everything. See that guy?
Oh.
Yeah. The attack's already been and done.
Oh, he's...
Old Frank here got the worst of it. Actually, Frank ran into something a bit more specialized.
He sighs and he goes, Dermot's really got himself in some shit now. That's for sure.
Looks that way, yes.
Ugh. I told him not go messing with the UDO.
What do you know of Dermot's friends?
Which friends?
All of them.
Specifically, Enya and a man called George.
Oh, you mean Enya? Enya O'Kelly. I told him
Enya.
not to keep messing with that shit either. He should not have got messing with her. He goes, no. And he goes, can I have a drink now, please? Thirsty.
Begin pouring a whiskey, and I go to hand it to him, and I'm like, bit more information first.
Fuck! Okay, alright. One moment. Let me gather my senses. Right. Dermot was friends with Enya. I remember him drunk once telling us that he loved her or something. Some bollocks like that. He had to win her affection or something because she likes someone else. He was fucking wankered, mate. I didn't know what he was saying.
Okay. What about other one?
What other one?
What's his name?
2 names. You told us about 1.
Oh, you're talking about the troll, ain't you? Yeah, he
What do you
scratches.
know about him?
Talking about George. Yes.
Yeah, he scratches the back of his head and goes, "Yeah, George was a weird one."
How come?
Right?
And did he work with Dermot?
Well, yeah, well, not work. No, him, Enya, and Dermot were like this, and he holds up his like 2 fingers, and he goes,
Right, but did they do anything with the UDO?
"Nah." All I know is they were close. They were as close as pastry and pie. What they were. All 3 of them went travelling, and then came back, and George had gone missing. We haven't seen Enya in a while. Dermot's gone fucking cuckoo insane, like a batshit insane bird. Fuck! Can I have a drink? God damn it!
I'll pass him the drink.
He bugs it. Oh, pushes it back, and you see the shaking in his hands has
That
stopped.
was straight whiskey, by the way.
Yeah, he's an alcoholic.
Right. So, you tell us all places Dermot likes to go.
Okay, Steel Club is one of them. And he told me about this weird ass place outside the city that he loved to visit. Well, not love to visit, but he visits.
Go on.
I ain't been there. He was talking about some sort of toadstools and shit. I just thought he was high off of his noggin.
You explain everything.
I am explaining everything. Christ, I don't want to end up like poor Frank here.
All you've told me is toadstools. I don't fucking understand.
Hey, that's what he told me. He looks at you up and down, troll. That's what he told me. There was toadstools.
A place in the wild? A natural place? Rural?
Yes, something like that. Yeah. Something happened there, and he keeps visiting it for, I don't know. He's always talking about it. But look, if you want to get hold of Dermot, I ever thought he was going to be here at the club, and the club was my next destination. So how about we all go for a friendly drink together? Perhaps order some food. See, I know the bouncer. I can get us all in.
Is there a way to insight check him?
I don't.
Meanwhile, I'll try and. I think it's just if there's insight, it would be him using con and someone defending against him.
It's con and charisma to actually
lie, essentially.
Yeah, but it's also the same thing to resist lying.
Be whatever's on the social tests. Yes, it is.
So
You
yes.
want me to roll con and charisma?
Yep, con and charisma.
Okay.
He's telling the truth. Like, he's shit scared.
Alright. I think we can trust this guy.
I'll try and search for any references on either their social media or just generally about anything related to toadstools that is not necessarily related to nature.
Okay.
Sure it's a code
His
word.
story mostly adds up apart from the toadstools.
Yeah, go ahead.
What would you like me to roll for that?
I'm not quite sure.
Search, probably, if he's just checking like their social media feeds, like to check pictures and tags for mushrooms and shit like that.
Yeah, fair enough. Go ahead.
Okay. So where is that? Which one am I rolling?
Perception. Matrix perception.
Matrix perception. Okay.
Yeah. Because this is like freely available information. It's not like you're hacking anything.
Yeah, but I didn't know if it was.
Yeah, I have Todd now. We're getting there.
Yeah, so
I just had to fully reconnect.
Okay, so Foz, you find that a very similar thing like he's talking about. Like, it's a ring of toadstools in a natural beauty reserve, like a nature reserve, sorry. And it's called St. Abban's Walk.
St. Abban's Walk.
And you can correspond that picture with the picture of George with his arms round Dermot.
Yeah.
It's at the same place.
Some nice reverse image searching. Guess that's right up pretty quickly, and I'll say, well, found the place, so don't have to worry about that anymore.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure what they're doing there. Some kind of nature reserve.
Probably will have to check it out.
Yes.
Do we go to club now?
That's a good idea.
The guy goes, the man in the back goes, come on, I'll get you in. Dermot's there, I'll introduce you and everything, right? Just don't fucking spill my guts out. Look at him. Come on, guys, bury him or something. This is just disgusting.
Okay,
Well,
I don't
tissues of
spill
dead body.
guts, but
Yeah.
you be quiet.
Yeah, okay, so can I like at least introduce myself?
Yes.
They kind of shrug, like growing tired.
He looks at Vice and goes, well, you see, my friend, the troll looks like he's going to break my kneecaps if I speak. So, I don't know, do I tell him my name? Do I not tell you my name? Confused, bewildered a little bit.
I just kind of raise a fist at this point as he's blithering on. Like, get to the point or shut up.
I'll
Yeah.
just be like, and then I'll just send to his comlink if he accepts like the. I'll send forward like Vice's contact details so they can talk through the comlink without speaking, so they don't have to bother Rook.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
want this guy to get murdered just now.
Okay, so you guys are heading to the Steel Club, yeah?
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
You found.
So the Steel Club, is a large free-floored club in the middle of Dublin. It's centre of nightlife. As you approach and Wheezy parks around the corner, are you actually going in, Wheezy, with your My Little Pony shirt and everything?
I don't know. I look at Rook and I look at my social interaction device and I'll give him a questioning eyebrow.
I think you'll stay here.
I just imagine this is what's gonna happen.
What kind of club is this?
It's got 3 floors, stuff for classical music at the top, as in when it says classical. When it says classical, it doesn't mean Beethoven. It means like
Katy Perry.
yeah. it means like early 21st century and late 20th century music.
Wow.
And then it's got more modern stuff on the middle floor and the bottom
My
floors.
question was more on dress code.
Oh, dress
Is it
code.
just like a regular club?
Casual
dress
smart.
code?
Casual smart. You can go in jackets, jeans if you want. But
Okay, so I'll get away with what I'm wearing.
I
Essentially.
mean, Foz can go in his matrix icon if he wants. So he can literally just decide what he wants to look like. Because from here, Foz can see the queue in the Matrix, and there are people that are dinosaurs and shit. There's one guy that's literally just a pink cube with a smiley face.
What?
Maybe
Yeah,
Foz should go in.
in the Matrix, you can look like you want as long as it's relative to your size.
I'm gonna take this Ares 5.
I've got the pistol, yeah?
Yep.
Yep, cool.
It's easier to conceal.
It is indeed easier to conceal. As you walk
So,
up...
I guess is Wheezy going in digital as well then?
No, actually, Wheezy, you could go in the Matrix.
Yep, I
So-
go in looking like a pert Japanese teen.
So good.
Fantastic. I'll go in person.
Yeah, so we've got 2 going in person, 2 going in by the Matrix. So,
I'm just imagining Wheezy looks like one of the posters on Discord going in there.
yeah.
Foz, before we go in, see if they have any kind of scanners at the door.
Yeah, will do.
Oh, definitely. They've got the bouncers, the 2 bouncers at the front, have personal metal scanners, basically. They have like the handheld ones. Behind that, there's a laser mesh that detects any smart links / like weaponry.
Smart links or weaponry?
Both.
Okay, small man, tell me this. You get us in searched or not?
He looks at you, looks around and goes, yeah, I get you in. No search? Yeah, I know the bouncer. I told you I know the bouncer. And he's like, scratching his nose and itching his shoulder.
If you lie, I kill all of you.
Yeah. He looks at Frank and goes, yeah, I fully believe you, mate. Yeah, fully believe you.
Yeah, I'll put my Ares Alpha under my armor jacket then.
Yep. Okay. He goes, come on, let's go. I'm dying for a
gun
drink.
as well.
Huh?
I've also got a weapon as well, gun and blades.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in preparation, I want to see if I can sneak into their metal detectors and this scanner behind it.
Yeah, okay.
Wait for me, Sam.
Fucking hell. That's so good. Okay, so as you walk in, the first floor's playing some shitty music from the 2000s. What?
Fresh out the kitchen.
I just found it on the track, on the fan burst. I typed Katy Perry because of what you said.
Hold on.
Turning this up.
Whoa. Oh my
Seems
god.
about right for an average out of clubbing. Like, you think it's going to be great, you walk in and it's just like, oh, for
Yep.
fuck's sake.
So as you go to walk up to the bouncer, these two orc bouncers walk forward and go, "Ah, Rory," and he goes, "Yeah, I told you I know them." Points towards, he goes, "These are my mates. We're in to see Dermot." And the orc looks you up and down. I need to turn that off. It's distracting me completely. He's-
Some mind-numbing techno one or something.
yeah, I'm putting red circle from John Wick. That'll do.
That'll
Okay,
do.
yeah.
Right, so as mentioned, I want to see if I can hack their scanners before they do anything, if they plan to do anything.
Okay, yeah. So as soon as they plan to, you want to try and hack. Okay, he goes. The orc bouncer goes, "Dermot's upstairs, Rory, and he don't want to see you." And he goes, "Look. Dermot needs to see me. I've got important info in it." The orc goes, "What type of info do you got?" And he goes, "I can't tell you. You're just a lackey." And you see the other bouncer walks forward with his arms folded and goes, "What did you say, Rory?" And he goes, look, no offence, right? And he goes, "This is my mate, Rook." And he points towards the Rook behind him. They look up. They go, "Yeah? What's that got to do with us?" He goes, "See?" And he seems to be biting his tongue and he goes, "Just fucking let them in. They need to see Dermot. They got important info." Vice, do you want to pipe up?
Yeah, what my friend is trying to say here is it's involving Enya and George, his closest friends. And if he knows them by name, then he'll know that this is very dire and very important.
Can you roll con? Whoa, okay, let me check out the opposed check. Okay, cool.
I assume you know those
Yeah.
names.
He goes, the orc goes, alright. The elf can come through, points towards the troll, goes, "Yeah, why not?" Looks towards the queue, and he goes, "Rory, you cause any fucking trouble like you did last time, and I'll be chucking you on the streets, and this time, I won't be fucking breaking your finger, I'll take a few ribs with me!" And Rory goes, "Yeah, right, I'm just in for a few whiskies, whatever, man, yeah, innit?" And just walks past them.
Don't worry, I keep a good handle on him.
They go, "Yeah, good." As you walk past, though, they don't use the metal detector on you, but you still have to walk through the same door.
Okay,
There's
yeah.
a mesh. Okay.
Yes, so I would like to see if I can do something about that.
I wonder how good their scanner is, because it'll probably go haywire when it scans me, because there's not a lot of flesh left of me.
Yeah.
Okay, so Foz, do you wanna roll hack on the fly? It's
Yeah, and then I guess again it's to either spoof command or edit file. I guess just edit file.
Spoof command, probably.
What?
Spoof command, probably.
Oh yeah, that could work as well. Just to say this is actually fine.
This music takes me back.
what do you mean?
No, I mean like in character.
Oh, okay. It's like
Man, I was so young when this track came out.
Okay, yes, that's perfect. Okay, so both Rook and Vice see that it flutters. You actually can see the mesh flutter. No one sees it except you guys, because the bouncers are facing away. Rook, you quickly duck beneath it, in the mix it's like spasm, and the alarm doesn't go off. Vice manages to get through. Rory leaps through and goes, "What are you guys doing? Come on." And he just leads you into this massive club. As you walk down a few steps, it opens up to a massive dome of people just dancing. There's flashes strobe lights, seats all around. You see people sipping. You see there's sipping drinks. There's barmaids walking around in skimpy outfits delivering drinks to all kinds of patrons. And Rory goes, "Come on, follow me, mates, mates," and runs up the side stairs to the second floor. Where
Yeah, I will follow.
yeah, and he goes this way, and you see there's loads of private rooms on your left and right, and they've got sound. They've got sound silencers. I can't remember what they were called. Barriers, basically. You can see shadows moving behind these rooms, but you can't hear anything coming out of them. Meanwhile, Foz and Wheezy, you've entered the club via the Matrix, so the queue was literally just like, kind of like when you try to log into World of Warcraft and there's like a server wait time. It wasn't like a queue. You just had to wait, and then and suddenly you were let in. As you were let in, you can see that there is like tons of different icons dancing around, climbing the walls. There's a guy like wings. He's flying above the actual dance floor, dancing. The icons themselves, some of them are hot simmed in, so they're getting the real actual feel of the club. And I'm assuming you are too, Foz.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so you can feel the heat, you can feel the smells, the stinky, kind of dingy alcoholics.
Once I get bored of that, I'll just like cold sim.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Floors.
However, Wheezy, as soon as you enter, you are a what did you say? A preppy, tight teenage Japanese teenager.
Japanese teenager.
Male or female?
Male, of course.
Fully animated female, of course.
Okay, so the moment you enter, a dragon approaches you.
Oh god.
And the icon is a dragon. It goes, "Hello there, pretty little thing."
You're so big and powerful.
Yes, indeed. Would you like to dance?
I don't know. I'm here with my Nissan.
Where is your Nissan? I don't see anyone. And he points towards the unicorn that wanders by.
Where's Foz at this point?
You don't know. Lost among the thousands of icons around you.
In that case, yeah, I'll go dance with the dragon.
Okay, you head to the dance floor and dance with the dragon. And he goes, "What are you doing on the floor, man?" Go. And he just floats up and he goes, "There are no rules here." Just begins spinning around. Oh, okay, perfect. And Foz, what were you doing while you were inside in the Matrix?
I'm just relaxing a little bit. I've done a lot of work today. Now it's time to just relax a little bit. And I don't know how drinking works. Like, because that also
it does when you're hot simmed. Apparently, it can. Yeah. It feels like you're drinking, as in you're getting the sensations and then the kind of. But when you come out, you'll be fine.
Okay, cool.
So
I'll just have a drink or two and just watch all the weirdness happen.
All you have to do is just kind of like will it to happen, and in front of you, an icon appears of a busty kind of lap dancer. She goes, "Are you alright, doll? What can I get you? Private room, perhaps? A bottle of soy wine?"
Just a drink, that'll do.
Soy wine. Now, how fine do you want your wine?
Whatever gets here fastest.
Excellent. So, boom, straight in your hand. You got a bottle of wine with a glass on your left. A table appears, slides in front of you, and you can just sit where you are because everyone just fades right through you when they walk. And you've now it costs you 10 new yen. It's automatically credited. Boosh, ting, gone.
It's alright.
Yep, and you watch Wheezy in the form of a Japanese schoolgirl floating around and spinning like an astronaut with a dragon on the dance floor.
What the?
Meanwhile, Rook and Vice, Rory's like, come on. And he leads you to the VIP at the end of the hallway. And he walks up to the door, knocks on it. There's no answer. He goes, reaches towards the electronic console, begins typing in some numbers. And the door opens, revealing a man dressed in leathers.
Can I get a look at what that PIN number or whatever he just typed in, password?
You and Vice can both make a...
Cool.
Where has my perception gone? There it is.
What's perception under? So,
Physical.
you didn't give me great perception, I will say.
No. Still one success. Okay, so it's easy for you to notice that Vice, it's easy for you to notice that you just type in some random numbers. Except Brooke managed to find that he's typed in 030187.
Okay.
Okay.
And as the door opens and this mean-looking man appears, dressed in leathers, he's got a leather jacket, he's got this necklace of shark teeth, and you see he's got tattoos up one side of his face. He looks Rory up and down and goes, Rory, Dermot does not want to fucking see you. Doesn't want to hear your shit. And he goes, come on, look, I've got mates. And he goes, I can see you've got friends with you. He doesn't want to see them either. He turns around and goes, no offence to you, troll. No offence to you, elf. But Dermot ain't taking visitors.
We know his involvements. We're here to talk to him about that. We are not like enemies. We're here to negotiate with him and get information. That's all.
Rory, you stay out here. Your friends can come in for a drink. And he pushes Rory. Rory goes, oh, you what? Come on, man. Come on. Barry, please. And he goes, no. And as you two walk in, the sound barrier doors close behind. You just hear a dolt as he tries to hit the door. As you walk into this room, there's a gossamer curtain surrounding a circular cushioned sofa in the centre with a central table. The guard leads you, this human guard leads you through the curtain, and you see a male man lounged out on the sofa, his head leaning back, his eyes rolled into the back of his... I said male man again, didn't I?
You did.
I do it a lot. I was meant to say male human. I keep fucking up. And you see he's high as fuck. His eyes rolled back, he leans forward, his pupils are massive and wide. He goes, hello. He just starts laughing at Rook and he goes, you are huge, my friend. Absolutely massive.
Thank you.
Take a seat. Take a drink. That's when you guys realise there is several drones, spider-like drones attached to the ceiling around him. And you can also notice several different cybernetic enhancements he's got all up and down his body.
Are these like...
Then you...
drones?
Yeah, and then you, because the photo that you saw from 6 months ago, he was pure elf. Sorry, he's not male human.
Right.
We had a meta type change. Sure. Progress has been made in that field.
And what can I do for you both? I think I've forgotten your names. Have I met you before?
No, you haven't.
Not yet.
Yeah, he pours you... He uncorks and pours you some very, very delicious whiskey. It's probably the 250 new yen a bottle type. He goes, cheers. Celebrating victory. He just knocks it back. Reaches into his pocket, gets out this gun. It looks like a glue gun to you. Well, and it's got like a space at the back for a vial. He places it in, puts one to his eye, sprays in it. You see this red liquid come out. He goes, care to partake? Loads of violin and passes it over to Vice. Whoa!
Well, we're here to try and get some information, and going on this stuff will probably affect my memory of what we're going to talk about, so probably not a good idea.
Yeah, man, it'll affect your strength. You'll see fractals of the universe and you'll understand the beginning. You understand that love connects everyone, and without it, there's just nothing. And that's why the O'Kellys are such shit. Need to go down. Because they don't see the fractals. They don't see the love in the universe. They just like to ruin it and rip it apart. What, because you have horns? I've got pink flesh? But I say fuck them! And he just takes another drink from the bottle, places it down.
Vice, please make him talk sense.
I am talking more sense than you'll ever know.
Clearly you're talking about anti-racism and all that lot. Listen, we're looking for your friends.
What friends? I don't have many these days.
Your closest. You
Closest friends? You mean Rory? Rory's a fucking cunt, mate.
know. Yes, he is. No, we're looking for George.
That's when he goes silent. The soberness washes over him. And he just goes, he clicks his fingers, the drones land down behind him, come up the side of the sofa. The guy to your left reaches for his pistol, but doesn't draw it. And then he goes, what do you want with George?
We
How
wanna
do
bring
you know George?
We know his father.
That's
Is that
supposed to
such
mean
a surprise?
a little. George is dead. You can roll con and charisma if you want 5.
Yeah, I will. That sounds like a pretty bad statement to hear. 6.
He's lying. He's lying to you.
Right. Even if that was true, we still need to find confirmation of this, and hopefully his body as well, because we've been contracted to.
Mm-hmm. And that's when Rook, you realise that your comlink's gone down.
My comlink has gone
Yeah,
down.
you've got no connection.
What can I tell about what's happening in that case?
Inside the Matrix, you can tell there are dead zones inside the club. Privacy. There's about 7, maybe 8 of them. They're like spherical dead zones inside the second floor, all on a row. There's one at the far end, which has started to light up with a green barrier.
Okay. In that case, I'm not concerned. I'll just notice it and be like, yeah.
Yeah, you know, all you are too fussed with is laughing at Wheezy dancing around like an astronaut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Picturing what the night's gonna end like for him.
Okay, Wheezy, the dragon's like, yo, should we meet up in real life? I'm nearby.
This guy's a pervert. Get him away from me.
Literally this.
How perfect was that? This guy's
Oh my god, there's actually a dragon penis, really. That needed to not happen in my life.
Oh my goodness me.
What's going on? What's going on?
What the fuck?
No!
Fuck. Who's taken the time to create this in such invigorating detail?
I wish I could show this on the fucking stream. It's mental. It's just a dragon fucking a car.
Oh my god. It's bad, man.
Anyway. I can't remember. So we're going...
I'm just like Foz just sitting there picturing this as he's contemplating whether, he probably needs to maybe keep an eye out on Weed to save him at some point.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so Rook and Vice, let's get back to the serious conversation happening in the room. And yeah, you said that he's for a contract. He goes, I don't care what his father wants. George is dead.
How did he die?
Stabbed.
Elaborate.
Alright, I'll fucking elaborate. He reaches behind, grabs one of the drones that's about palm size, reaches out, and he reaches for like a card inside the bottom of it, puts it back, passes it to the guard to his left, and he goes, Joe, I mean, no matter what we do, that don't get out anyway. He goes, we tried to put this out on the news, on everything. The O'Kelly Corp's got everyone under their thumb. Money makes the world go round and all that kind of shit.
Yes.
Alright, so as the Gossamer curtain moves, you guys all turn behind you to see the screen on the wall light up. It's like a projection, or a hologram projection of a
Tridio.
yes, a tridio of a first-person perspective of what looks like Dermot's point of view. You can see George and Enya are holding hands, sitting in the midday sun. and you can see Dermot's facing them too. He's facing one of the toadstools, and he passes them a bottle of drink. General chit chat. We won't go into massive detail about they're chatting about. It's about how beautiful the day is and stuff like that. When there's a loud cacophonous bang, and George falls back, and you see there's a gaping hole in one left part of his jaw. The video pauses. He goes, "He's dead." Told you.
Looks like he was shot. You said stabbed.
He presses on his AR. He presses play again, and then you see he fast forwards as him and Enya are carrying George, bleeding from his face, down a nearby grass bank, and you see that a bunch of men descend upon them and begin stabbing him in the back. Dermot is stabbed in the face, in the chest as well. And then as you turn to him, he reveals his chest, and you can see he's had implants, cybernetic enhancements all put in where it once was. He goes out to get a fucking mechanical kidney light, yeah? And then you see George is dragged off by them, and you see Enya screaming as she's dragged off by all these security guards.
What happened to her?
And as they've been dragged off, you see on the back they've got the O'Kelly badge on the back of their.
I think I know why you're Kelly so much just now.
Every time I try to post this on the Matrix, never gets out.
Okay, so what was her involvement with you guys?
Involvement? I'd say that involvement with me was basically fuck all, but involvement with George? Those two.
No. The organization.
Me? Nothing.
Her.
Well, she was majorly involved with her dad's shit.
Not O'Kelly. UDA. UDO. Fuck you guys. I hate these shitty acronyms.
The United Dragons Alliance formed a year ago when we realised that the O'Kellys were polluting most of the Western Sea, you see. And, well, they were shit. Let's just put it that way. The guy that led them back then didn't know what he was fucking doing. Leading peaceful protests, holding up placards. What a piece of shit he was. Well, last month, let's just say he got under new membership.
Yeah, we can tell that.
There's a smile on his face. It's like, you plan to stop us? Is that your plan?
Well, as I said, we were only to find out what happened to George. You've already given us that information, so I guess our job is mostly done here. But we are interested also what happened to Enya.
Well,
she's gone missing.
Once she was taken, I never saw her again. You can roll con and charisma once again. He goes, you see, those two, I loved her. I loved Enya. But George and her, they had something different. A troll and an elf. You can see why her father might have tried to have her killed.
Successes.
You can see why her father might have tried to have her killed, you know? Had him killed.
Alright, 7 successes. I can tell. I can read this guy like
yeah,
an open.
He's lied. He has probably seen her since. He's definitely lying about that, and he's trying to purposely hide certain details. And what you get is basically the gist of the story is it's a troll and an elf with a racist father. Doesn't want his daughter fall in love with a troll.
Yeah, it's obvious. I'm not in any position to basically call him out on the lies right now because we're surrounded by all of his thugs and drones. But
thug.
A thug, yeah.
Let's
I don't really want
to.
I don't want to rise tensions or just call him out on the bullshit right here. Maybe it's better. I'm thinking maybe it's better to try and just follow him. He'll notoriously probably go back to her anyway, because if he's so much in love with her, then his paths will probably cross with her again at some point.
Okay, so your plan is to follow him.
I'm just thinking okay, I'll just take all this information and okay.
Was she involved with UDA? UDO? Honestly, fuck you guys. I hate this shit.
No.
She's not. Okay.
She, she never initiated, never really said anything about them.
Do you know anything about what the O'Kellys did with George's father? There was enough. a mishap way back. They had a falling out.
Yeah, it was over trade agreements and shit, wasn't it? Oh, no. That was it. It's cause Aidan O'Kelly is a racist piece of shit.
Oh, I see. That's pretty simplistic. Okay.
Yeah, couldn't have put it better.
Right. Okay. What's your next plan of action anyway? What's just more bombings? I mean, you're
What do you
obviously
mean, more
sending a
bombings?
bit of a message.
I don't bomb anyone.
The explosion, the truck. We saw it all on the news.
Don't know what you're talking
Wasn't that
about.
your doing?
Don't know what you're talking about.
You don't have to hide it from us. We were there, first-hand witnesses.
Wait a minute.
Your
He looks
friend-
at Rook, and when you say you were there, he looks at Rook, and he has a worried look on his face. He goes, "Yeah, you were there."
Oh, I see. That
Our
was
friend
you.
Rory here said he was going into the O'Kelly warehouse to find you because you were planting bombs
Oh,
on
bullshit.
trucks.
Rory's got a big fucking gob, and one day that's gonna land him in the grave.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Look, I need to be off, you see, so, and all the drones, as he clicks his finger, land on his shoulders, go underneath his coat and around into certain pockets and things like that. And he goes, looks towards the guard nods, and he goes, "Tell you what, I've paid for the rest of the night. You have it." And hands you a key card, Rook. Says, "Keep it," and the bottle, and it's half fill. He goes, "I'm off," and goes to leave.
Thanks for the help.
Yeah, sure.
As he's left and no one else is in this room, I go to Rook. I go, he's lying. We will need to get out of here right now.
Okay.
Like, I do not trust him. I do not trust this place. Why would he just give you a key card like that? Let's get out of here now. And I say over the comms as well to, wait, you're not even here.
No, you don't say over the comms. It's a dead zone.
They're just digital anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's only me and Rook here. We're going to exit promptly, I
Okay.
think.
As you go to exit, the door doesn't open.
Shit. Okay, as it comes back.
Is the door within the dead zone?
Yeah. No, the door's just on the outside, but they can't contact you.
What's this door made of?
Still.
Is it got the key code on this side?
No. Should open automatically.
How big is it? The room.
It was you had to lean down and push your arms together to get through. So
No, how big's the room?
the room's probably about a 20 foot radius.
Go
Alright, well,
stand
the wall-
on the far side.
Meanwhile, do I notice any commotion around there?
Coming out of the dead zone, you see two icons leave one of the dead zones. Not really suspicious, but
Yeah, but I knew that they were in there, right?
yeah, you knew that they were in there.
So I'll
But it's
give
not
it, like,
their icon.
Yeah, I'll give it like 15 seconds before I get suspicious then.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Rook, what was your idea?
Go stand far side of the room. Nice.
Alright,
Go.
I go over to the far side of the room.
Yeah, you stand on the far side of the room near the hollow screen.
I'll go place a grenade next to the door.
Okay.
Shit!
And I'll walk over the vice and just kind of extend my armor jacket so it's around him.
Okay.
Oh my god. I can't cradle in this giant troll's jacket.
And pause. 15 seconds go by. The icons leave the club and shit.
Yep, so at that point, I'm definitely gonna try and see if I, not knowing what's going on, try and get the door open.
This is gonna be beautiful. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. You managed to mark the door, and as the door opens, the grenade, you pull the pin, you run to the other side. Rory goes.
I thought this was in the dead zone.
No,
The door was
the
just
door's just on the outside, so it can be
Oh,
hacked.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like the
As the door opens, Rory goes, "Thank God!" and the grenade goes off right in front of him.
Holy shit. A lot of dead civilians.
Yeah, and the
Oh,
loud bang can be heard downstairs, but it just sounds like part of the techno music. And Rory goes flying, and there's nothing left really but his boots.
Well, you were a good help, Rory.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, I'd say from 20 feet, the damage goes down quite significantly.
Okay, it has 16 as a base, so
Yeah,
if you think it would go down to 9, then we're all good.
Yeah, I reckon you're fine. Yeah, I rolled 5, so definitely you absorb the blast.
Like, fuck for that. I'm like, oh, what the shit? Is there anything left of the... I'm like, is there anything left of that thing?
Yeah, you're gonna need to get out very quickly.
The whole door's just disintegrated. That was
Yes.
burn those grenades.
Yeah, the whole door just looks like it's gone. Even Rook looks confused.
High explosive. Let's go.
But it's not even blown. It's just kind of like
Just go
Yeah.
on. Just
It's
just gone.
vanish into thin air.
Alright, we rush out.
Yep.
No,
And
no,
also,
no. I'm
trying
gonna
to
walk
track-
out. Rushing looks obvious.
Yeah. Plus,
Okay.
everyone's behind those sound barriers. They didn't.
We're out of
Anyone
the
up
dead
this
zone
floor
now.
didn't hear it.
Are we out of the dead zone?
You are indeed out of the dead zone.
I contact Fuzz and I say, track those two icons that just left.
Yes, of course.
I need a perception check from you because about 25 different people left at the same time. Yeah, that's fine. You managed to pinpoint the one that was more prominent. He had a his icon was of two hands holding each other like this, and it was like a diamond shape that spanned. Okay, and you managed to.
I'll contact Wheezy and say, get that dragon stick out of your ass. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll make my way back to the van.
Okay.
Yeah, in the vehicle as well.
Okay, so I'm assuming Wheezy, you're leaving the club as well.
Yeah, I'll follow Nissan.
Okay, you're following Nissan. Once you're back in the club, you realise that the icon's probably travelled a total of about 1.5 miles away, and I'm assuming you're following.
Yeah, this is our only lead.
Yeah.
Let's
And I
make
took-
chase.
I looked at Rook and I'm like, firstly, he's lying about George. He's still alive. Even with that little display they had there in the video feed.
Oh,
Secondly, he does know where
convincing.
Enya is, and I can swear he's been in contact with her. That guy is just literally lying through his teeth.
right. Why didn't you say? I could have. Now he's gone.
Yeah, I didn't want to start a ruckus in there. I don't know. We were just playing a game. I thought we were only trying to ask questions, but yeah, we could have probably had him. We could have probably taken him.
Of course we could. I
Now
don't
for the bomb,
understand your
we
game
hear,
sometimes.
this sarcastic.
Hmm.
Look, Vice, if Rook's with you, don't worry about making a ruckus. It's gonna happen one way or another.
All right. Well, in this way, we can at least find them, and he'll take us straight to them anyway. Either way, we get what we want. I reckon he's going to go to Enya at some point. The guy's pretty much head over heels for her.
Right, let's go.
Okay.
Are we all back in the Roadmaster, yeah?
Yep.
I think we are.
I'll tap, follow the icon.
Yeah. You guys follow the icon all the way to its point when you stop roughly a couple of 100 yards away, and Rook and Vice, I guess, would be the ones to quickly check it out.
Yeah. What are we seeing?
Now send an mosquito.
Okay, yeah, because actually, yeah, send in a mosquito. Can you do me a favour and make a perception check then? Like, it's basically a general search of the area.
Yes.
Because the icon disappears, Foz, roughly around this area. So it's... Yes, perfect. So you find the exact location that it disappeared, and you actually see them running into a building. It's a 3-storied abandoned office block, but they don't go through the main door. They run around the side, open up a pair of metal doors, and exit down some stairs, and then you see them close. And they've gone into some sort of underground area.
Can we see this while it's happening? Like, can we make any kind of actions here?
No, because it was one of the drones portraying on your comlink to see where they were. You're about 100 yards away from this, parked up.
And we can't. We don't have like a direct line of sight or something.
No, it's there.
Okay, so what? We want to bring him out?
Yeah, if you want to get the rat out of his hole, sure. This is where you can start making noise. This is an abandoned place. No casualties or collateral damage going to be worried about.
I think it might be time to send in Ebony and Ivory as well.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, I go now.
Okay.
Grab my gear and
Yep.
head out the door.
Yeah, as you head out the door, you can see where you are. You head straight towards the gates, the two metal doors. Are you taking anyone else? Just you.
I'll want to find another way in as well, maybe. I don't want to go into the direct front line fray,
Okay.
as it were. I'm going to be looking and snooping around, seeing if I can find another way down.
Okay, yeah, make a perception.
Like a search around.
Yeah, search, yeah.
I will pull out a similar device to what he had in the club. And
I will.
Oh, I see. Yes, Wheezy. Are you sending?
I will send. I'll send one Noisquito.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll send both if I can. I'm not actually entirely sure how many I can use, but I'll send in 2 Noisquitos into the building, and I'll get my Nissan Rotodrones, Ebony and Ivory, to cover both Rook and Vice from a high distance.
Okay, so
you can send in all of them. You can just only control one at a time, but the rest can run on autopilot.
yeah, so
Okay,
basically,
cool. So yeah.
you can get one protecting Vice, one protecting Rook, and then you can get the others like scouting and things, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so Vice, as you head off into the building, you've got one of the drones following you, giving you basically backup fire.
Cool.
Fire. That's when Rook opens up the double doors, and below you is a military-grade door down the bottom of the steps. Big, functioning locked door with a metal pad in front. You lift up, it's got a number pad. However, Vice, you manage to find not much really until the floor gives way,
Oh, shit.
and you stumble about not far, about 5 foot underground. And realise, wait a minute, this floor's been built on top of something. And when you go to your knees, there's an old elevator shaft at the end, and you can climb down.
Okay. It doesn't look safe, guys, but I may have found another way down.
The drone's going following you as well.
Yeah. Wheezy, see what you can see.
I'm sending in Noisquito now.
Okay, and the drone can see that there's like an entrance into what looks like an underground facility.
I'll send in the little one to have a look around, like the deep, like go right in.
Okay, and as the Noisquito leads down into the tunnels, they're more like kind of like clean steel floors with clean steel sides. And as it flies in, and Rook opens up the gates to see the door, that's where we end tonight.
All right.
Give me a fucking break.